Hello everybody, and welcome to The Natural One, where we roll the dice, we kill the creatures, and we tell some stories. I'm starting to remember I say that now. I think it's 2 weeks in a row. You're just in a mood today, man.
Sorry.
Jeez, we go away for a couple weeks, you get cocky as shit.
What's my mother's name?
So,
Murdered by goblins. What was her name?
last time, you guys had visited Vulcan in the Wild Woods, as well as the rest of the Lunari tribe. And Talon, having had a slight moment of crisis, basically decided he needed some time to consider what had happened, see how he felt about everything. And after taking that time, you guys found that you were unable to easily locate him or bring him out from under the wings of the Guardian of the Wild Woods. Deciding that it was probably best to leave him where he was for now, you guys left him under the watch of Tamerlane and went on to Nyalona, where you'd heard that there was an amulet that might help you guys travel back to the Dreaming Dark, where Ronan believes that Marcellus is being kept. After traveling there, you guys made your way into the city with not too much difficulty, and hawked your way as a traveling duck troop into the new Paxton household. After making your way up, you found that there was no one to greet you in the main hall, but there was a great deal of noise coming from the bedroom, so you guys made your way into the study and did some little bit of poking around for things went completely tits up.
Did they though?
A couple of murders later.
Yeah.
Murder, suicide. Alleged.
So a couple of alleged murder-suicides and realistic murders later.
Alleged murder, alleged suicide,
Alleged. Everything's alleged.
Everything's alleged.
That's
you
how it
guys
works.
made your way down into the vault. And after a couple of careful uses of examining different items and discovering exactly what they were and how they worked, you guys grabbed a couple of choice items, including the Amulet of Plains that were located there, and made your way back out, scaling down the back of a tree, and tried to make your way out without any further notice or discussion. As yet unknown if there's been an alarm raised or if anything has gone on to that effect.
Nobody knows.
Is there anything in particular you guys would like to take care of while you're traveling back towards the Lunari camp, or what was once the Lunari camp, I should say?
Is it a new day or is it the same day?
It'll take a day travel to get back.
Okay.
Currently still the same day.
I think we would try our best to cover our tracks.
Okay, how would you like to do so?
I don't know. I'd more
Thoroughly.
suggest it because I'm not the one that would be good at it.
Very thoroughly.
In what
Maybe
way?
we take a different path back?
You could.
I mean, we're not leaving any blood trails behind, right?
No, there's some hoof prints.
There's a ton of duck feet.
There's a ton of duck feet.
Hoof prints?
You guys rode horses to the city.
Oh. I'm not worried about that. I'll talk about once we got in the city. I don't give a fuck about the outside of the city.
You guys are relatively stealthy. Once you were in the city, there is a abnormally high number of duck prints.
They'll never be able to figure that out.
I don't think the duck prints matter if he casts pass without trace.
Can we get some?
So really, it's just if there's nothing.
Here's what we do. We go to a store and we buy different shoes for each duck in different sizes.
For fuck's sake.
I was gonna say we get horseshoes that look like duck feet.
I don't know which of those plans is weirder.
I don't know where you're gonna get that.
Mine or his?
His.
His, you just buy
know
different
what?
shoes.
Either.
Mine, you just buy different shoes.
100%.
Just a very quirky blacksmith.
Like how if you're going to kill someone and you have to go through their yard,
This
you
party's
buy
never killed anyone. I don't know what you're talking about.
shoes that are either two
Never.
sizes too big or two sizes too small.
And if you use a gun, shoot with your opposite hand, your
Yep.
less dominant hand.
Watch too many
What happens if you're ambidextrous?
We watch too much crime drama.
They're gonna still. They would still only check the hand that you.
That's not crime drama. That's
Like
just
they would
a
check
law
your
on the
right
street.
hand, so you want to shoot with your left hand.
opposite
You just have a higher chance of shooting better with your non-dominant hand.
Oh god.
We need different hobbies, bro.
I did think of a cool new character that would be a bard that would wear heavy armor and use it as a drum.
For what?
They would just
Playing
for their
bard stuff?
For their bard stuff, they would just
Okay.
like on their breastplate.
In the fridge.
So then,
Sorry.
over the course of the next day, travel back. Anything particular you guys want to do over the time aside from attempting to cover tracks in the city? Okay. So you guys enjoy not enjoy, you guys have a hard day's ride back. Assisted by the strangely breakneck pace you guys are able to travel at while with your Goliath companion. And find yourself hitting the outskirts of the Lunari camp right about midday the following day. We'll go ahead and draw an inspiration. Tom?
Yeah.
You aware you can't use a shield with your bracers?
Yep, I did.
Ronan.
Cool.
Left hand.
Or other way around.
Sir.
I think I have one.
Maybe.
Lucky day, huh?
Some inspiration was used last week.
There you go.
Don't think
Ghost.
I have one. Right is right.
Oh, that's just not cool.
See? We innocent, dog.
Did you
Yeah,
say
see, this
right
was
is
the other
white
one.
or white is
I
right?
said right is right.
Okay.
This was the other one, though.
What was that one? Oh yeah. It
What's
always,
that?
but we innocent, dog.
I don't know. It's pretty telling those were in opposite hands. Sally.
You're right.
Maggie.
Does this mean that it really wasn't Ghost that killed the guy?
I don't even know what the fuck
All I
that
know
means.
is that Ghost is not innocent.
What a shitty venom.
Riddle.
Top one.
It was mean.
Maggie.
Thank you.
All right.
Yeah, I deserve this. The lowest card we can get.
Is it really?
Yep.
No, I got a 5.
Oh, okay, never mind. Yours is worse.
Thanks.
Well, I mean, factually it is.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's okay. You can do anything.
I'm having to scroll up through some messages here.
Your items are done.
Forgive me, I'm blanking on the name
They're
of
on
the
your
creature.
character sheet.
Forgive me,
You
I'm
guys
blanking on
add
the
whatever
name of the
needed to be added to
creature
mine
that,
yet?
Talent is resting under.
It'll be there before
What
next
needed to be
Friday.
added to yours?
I'll text you.
You said that something, you guys were going to add
Send
something.
in the natural one thing,
Oh,
so
no.
that way I can find it
Yeah,
easier.
it'll be there
Okay.
before Friday.
Yeah.
It's
So I just have to wait.
Yeah.
an anticipation.
What?
Anticipation.
What's the date next Friday? The 18th. I will be there.
It's the day.
The 19th you won't be.
The 19th I won't be here. And then I have drill weekend the first weekend of April. And then April 8th, I probably won't be here either because the 9th is her bachelorette party and they're coming here.
Who's bachelorette party?
Danny's.
Oh, right.
Well, Danny and Amanda. They're starting together at, where's PBR Bar at? That big ballpark village. They're starting there.
So, after the day of travel, you guys return to what is now an empty camp, on the outskirts of which you see still the large form of Shahila lying beneath a tree. The ground around her is embering still slightly.
Okay.
You see Tamberline sitting there with her bag, still next to her, looking slightly worn in the face, but she does nevertheless look happy to see you guys return.
How is this going?
Make an Arcana check.
Ooh, 17.
You're really not familiar with whatever's happening right now. Whatever it is, it doesn't seem to be getting worse.
I mean, I was asking Tamberline, how's it going?
Oh, I apologize. I thought you were asking as the team. As you ask her, she kind of stops and looks up. Has reached its next stage.
That's good.
It is as it is. Take it your guys' journey was successful.
Success is a heavy word. We got the items. Did you know that they were a very close family, the Paxtons?
I've met them on a couple occasions, not very often. We dealt more directly with the brown ones than anyone else.
When we say close, we mean like close.
I just find it amazing. This is what you fascinated on more than like anything else in this world.
Classy, real classy.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Because the next part,
Are you talking about how they were doing adult cuddles?
yes.
Okay. Why didn't you just say that?
All of the children.
Mommy and daddy wrestling.
I never want to hear that statement again.
Is it weird hearing it like that when you're a parent?
It's
Okay.
really weird, yeah.
Mommy and daddy cuddles.
There was a bit of an altercation.
You and your friends do seem to have habit of that.
Yes, it happens. And our moral compass was not with us at the moment.
I see.
And
Allegedly.
allegedly, thank you, there may have been a crime of passion that led to a murder-suicide.
You right? Okay, that was a busy 2 days for you.
Was it only 2 days?
It was only 2 days.
I have to roll for my ducks, don't I?
Most of the time, us
may
fucking
roll
with
for your
ducks.
ducks.
I don't have to every day?
Don't have to. Well then, I will simply hope that it was the best option you had at the time.
Yes.
Can't say I'm pleased.
It wasn't, that was never the option. We just wanted to get in, get the items, get out. Things got bad really quickly,
Allegedly.
allegedly, and they just ended up in a crime of passion.
You learn a new word there?
And so,
Ghost said it, so now I'm just going to say it with everything. Allegedly.
how long is this? And I just point to the embers and say, hey,
At
look,
this point, that depends on all of you.
how do you, why does that depend on us?
As I say, this stage of the process is just about finished. But the second stage, he will not be able to do on his own. Unless you want to burn down the forest, at least.
Full forest.
Quite likely.
So what exactly do we have to do?
There's a grove a little way to the north of here. Helen's body will have to be deposited in the water. At which point, according to as I've read, the manifestation of his energy will appear. That will have to be quieted before he is able to be retrieved.
Quieted?
Hopefully alive.
Hopefully alive?
We're in unfamiliar territory here. His vision walkings were strange enough. He is going into some legends right now. No. We really use that luck though.
Is he?
Idea. I also slept in
So let me get this straight. We have to take him to a grove, drop him in the water, pray he doesn't die, and that's that.
Like keep her up.
After you quiet the essence of power, yes.
What
does that involve?
What does that mean? What does that mean?
I can't say as I know exactly. The texts are rather cryptic about it. It's more poetry than science.
Yeah.
Grinwood, do you understand what the fuck that means?
Nope.
I
don't
missed
know.
it.
I don't
What?
know what the fuck this means.
My charisma score is not that high.
Mine's good.
Can I look into this and try to look into this and see what she's talking
Make a
about?
history check.
What did she say?
But we're dealing in poetry and not.
What was the poem?
And not friendliness?
Oh, okay. Here we go.
Not science.
What did the cat say?
We're not
That didn't
speaking
say
of the
anything.
cat.
didn't say anything. That's the question.
17.
What is he trying to figure out?
17.
What it means
You
for
recall
us to help him.
occasionally during your time with the Lunari
Okay.
coming across certain texts relating to old rituals and old ideas of transformation.
Uh-huh.
They were always a little bit more fantastical, almost closer to a story than a recollection. So anytime something was described as being a task or a threat, it's unclear if that's a literal physical danger or if there's something more subliminal to it. You're not entirely sure. This is somewhat similar to the area of Talon's reliving his ancestors' memory, which is taking something as not necessarily a fiction, but something that hasn't happened in quite a long time.
What's the name of the grove?
The grove is known as the Lost Lake.
I don't see that on the map.
It's not very large. It wouldn't be on the map.
Oh, okay.
It's just a little ways north of where you guys are right now.
It's really a pond.
There are multiple, Ghost, you and Ronan would know that there are multiple green lakes throughout the forest that come down from the river, and something about the magic of the Wild Woods affects the water.
Drop Talon's body in there?
In this grove, yes.
Specifically slammed up.
Are we talking like a
Baptism?
no
Oh, okay.
Achilles type thing, where like we have to dunk every part of his body that goes in is cool, but then we have to pick
Pick
a
a heel.
useful part?
If you're asking if you had to hold Talon by the ankle like you dunk him in the water,
I would not pick the
no,
ankle.
not so much that.
That guy's mom was an idiot.
Why not just dip your whole hand into the water? As well? I'm confused. Was that not
I don't know why she didn't just drop him in and grab it back up real quick.
like
She couldn't touch the water.
Oh, she wasn't allowed to touch the water?
I don't believe so.
All right, then take his pinky.
Oh my gosh.
But that's even worse.
Just holding a child by the pinky, in you go!
It doesn't have to be for long. You just whoop whoop.
To be fair, the heel was probably the easiest thing.
Yeah,
It was for a
but
small child.
I'm not
but-
sure why you don't just double dip the baby.
because then the water's on the baby and she can't touch the
Wait,
water.
Like, babies know how to swim. You can just throw it in.
Ancient Greek babies did not know how to swim.
Forgetting
Oh.
he knows how to swim.
No, they actually do.
Yeah.
There's no way that's right.
It is 100%. I used to teach swim lessons.
It's like how you can't suffocate yourself.
Yeah. It's not necessarily swimming so much as surviving in the water.
Yeah.
They have an innate just survival
really
instinct
weird.
where they just rotate onto their back and stay balanced.
That's really
And their
weird.
face is above water, but they're not getting anywhere.
I did
That's
not
really,
know
really
that.
strange.
And people
Alright,
kind of
well, I know
lose
what I'm
it.
doing this weekend.
I don't even know what part of that means.
He's just bringing a cart to
just
the.
grab a couple babies and...
He's bringing the cart to the hospital, throwing babies in, and then just taking it to the local.
No,
pool.
it's okay. I haven't seen any drown.
Test number 1.
You're just getting a Sharpie.
But that's if you set the baby in the water, right? Like
No,
if you throw a baby in the water, they're gonna
They
get.
go, they'll fly. They're buoyant.
But they're gonna
They
inhale
teach
so much
cat-
water.
No, they don't.
Eventually.
They know not to.
That's
it's an
terrifying.
instinctive thing. I know it's terrifying.
I don't even have that
videos of
instinct.
it.
Eventually they will drown.
What are the videos of this?
Eventually.
It's literally just look up
Don't want to.
baby swim lessons. Honestly,
We'll get to that later. Anyway, point being, yes, you go to the grove. If you deposit Talon's body in the water, it will initiate the next step of this process. Allegedly.
That's the wrong use of the word allegedly.
Not really.
okay. And every
actually
other
know
word
that, I'm just-
time you've used it has been okay.
Allegedly.
Ooh.
Damn it.
And how far is the grove from here?
Not very far, maybe a couple hours journey. Less for you.
Is he ready now?
As ready as he'll ever be.
Do one of us have to carry him, or can Zahela carry him?
I can carry him.
Shalacy, well, I'm sorry. Tahila will carry him.
Is that me?
No, that's the big cat.
No, that's
Okay.
The big cat.
The S name confused me.
Starts with an S.
I was like, is that one I used?
No, that is the lunch. Well, you can describe better than I can.
Saber-toothed cat with phoenix wings.
Yes.
Catbird, got it.
Mm-hmm.
Catbird, hoo ha ha.
Almost sphinxious, really.
Alone in the world is a little catbird.
But yes, no. Again, he is as ready as he can be.
Okay, nice.
And after that's completed, one way or another, I will have a gift for you and him.
Oh, so are you gonna wait here while we go do this, or?
No, I will come with you.
Oh,
I have to admit, I want to do what I can to make sure he's okay. And I'm more than a little curious to see how this works.
all right then. Oh fuck it, I guess. All right, I guess we're on our way. Let's go do this. Go throw his body in water.
You guys watch as Salah stands up carefully, and Talon is almost cradled behind one of her wings, and walks carefully alongside you guys. Who is leading the troop?
Ghost.
I'll do it.
Ghost, make a survival check.
I'm sure I know where the lake
I'll allow you
is.
to do one with advantage since you are leading the group.
Oh dear.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear.
Sure. 12.
Wasn't particularly high DC. More just managed to follow the trees and stuff. You have experience in that area, so it's not that bad. A little better moving through the cities, but after one or two weird turns where Ghost goes kind of a long loop-de-loop around a tree or two,
I haven't been home in a while.
has spent more time in the cities. It's just
That tree looks
That's
different.
not actually true.
recently it is.
Recently, yes.
You guys travel up and you find a large clearing where the trees are split and circling. And you see just they're multicolored, as are most of the trees in the wild woods. You can see the different magics spreading through. Small wisps of different areas of magic are almost visible in the air. The wild woods being so open to the Feywilds and the natural energy of the arcane that slips through that barrier. This is perhaps one of the weakest areas. And you see a large green lake in the center that has several different rose petals and leaves scattered along the top. And there is, looks to be a small platform just under the surface of the water in the center. Zahila comes to you, Ronan, carefully lowers her wing, and puts Talon's body before you.
I kneel down and put my hand on his chest to make sure he's breathing okay.
Make a medicine check.
Is he still smoldering?
10.
He is breathing. His breath is very shallow, and you realize he is uncomfortably hot to the touch. Not quite as bad as burning your hand on, say, a hot skillet might be, but it is definitely uncomfortable, and you get the sensation if you leave it there too long, you will burn yourself.
I just look back at Tamberlane. Are we sure we want to do this?
I don't think it is going to be good for him to remain in this state. He's already been this way for several days, and will likely die if he does not.
Then I will pick up Talon and walk into the lake with him. Or into
Okay.
the grove with him.
Would you three like to do anything?
Are you able to easily carry Talon?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
I'm going with him.
Okay. So, kind of half and half, you two, and wade Talon through the water. And as you do, both of you feel the slightly odd wisps of energy brushing past your legs.
Please be Please be some.
You're pretty familiar with the feeling of fish and frogs that feel like an animal. You guys head to the center.
How deep are we? Are we like waist deep or?
You guys, kind of as you get deeper and deeper, it goes up to almost shoulder height.
Ooh. He's six.
you.
Okay, so you're good. You're probably
I'm good.
just a little over waist.
I'm
then.
6'6", I'm good.
Yeah, I'm 5'11".
You're not that short, like...
I'm 5'11". So.
Yeah, there's a pretty big gap between
That's
waist and shoulder.
So-
if you were like 3 feet shorter than him, then maybe.
So it's
He's
coming
all
from my
legs.
shoulder.
He's all legs. I'm all legs and arms, for sure.
All right.
No, cats normally just elongate. I'm just elongated.
Turn it off.
It's actually really bad for his back.
Yeah, it's kind of like whenever you pick a cat up and the legs are just dangling.
But as you guys reach the center, where the water seems strangely elevated, there's a small platform. Still under the surface of the water, but not nearly as deep. Only goes down about a foot or so.
Okay. I guess I look at Ghost. I guess this is where we lay him.
Don't say anywhere else to lay him.
Right, on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3, and we just,
I'll set you down gently.
Tell him
Up
to take
to
6
the
points
house
of fall
about
damage.
7 or 8. I yell to the caviar.
So you guys roll in athletics and just throw him onto shore.
Okay. As you guys place Talon for a moment, he floats
better.
on the surface of the water, then slowly sinks. His body is laying on the platform.
can we still see him?
Are there bubbles?
There are not bubbles.
I pull him back up.
He's fine. He's fine. Leave him down there.
As you reach forward, your hand comes into contact with the surface of the water. You are unable to press it below.
I look back at Tamberlane, and I just point. Hey, fuck is this?
What the fuck is up with that?
I don't think you can interrupt the process at this point.
He's fine.
Then I will stand there and just look upon the process.
Okay. Ghost.
Same.
Alright. I need both of you guys to go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw for me.
Sweet.
Actually, we're pointing at
Guys, I
the
haven't used in years. Don't fail me now.
I look over at Ghost and say, "You're surprisingly calm in the water."
What you got in there?
Oh my non.
I don't like this.
Uh-oh. That's not good. Oh, in this case, that's not that bad.
Josh, I rolled Cherry Blossom. Is that cocked?
Yeah, I would say so.
Because if the table leans one way, it's going to be a natural 20. If the table leans the other way, it's an 8.
Yeah. I would say reroll.
Okay.
Josh, you want to go ahead and turn on the TV, please?
Are we fighting Talon?
Who knows?
Unclear. Alright.
That's a 12.
It's a 12?
17.
17?
I
you
wonder
guys
what
find
would
yourselves
happen.
a small eruption of flames comes from the center where Talon is laying and spreads to the edge of the lake.
Okay.
And you guys can find yourself being blasted back with the force of it. Ghost, you managed to avoid the worst of it. Ronan, you unfortunately take the full brunt of it as you get thrown back. I need to do dice roll these. Okay. Ronan, you take 17 points of fire damage.
Okay.
Ghost, you take half that. So
I don't take anything.
because evasion. Yeah. Okay. Ropes.
Miss me with that.
As you guys are kind of standing there trying to recover from this moment, Grendel and Cyrill, you guys are far enough back that you're not hurt. A large flaming figure appears in the center of the lake, easily 25 feet tall, and seems to be wreathed in fire. I need everybody but Talon to go ahead and roll initiative.
Hi, how you've grown.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, for fuck's sake. You're not good. Go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself.
You know what the most insulting thing is that I have advantage on initiative, but +0.
That was great. Awesome.
That's alright, my first roll.
I rolled 2 6s.
Good thing you had advantage.
Alright. PJ, if you put that dragon in the middle.
Dragon.
Talent dragon?
The Dargan.
Right now I am.
And guys, go ahead and place yourselves on the board.
I was in right here.
Where is
you're on the edge
Reggie?
Okay.
Reggie's at. I need to order a fucking mini.
Correct.
Just order the file.
Can you hand me Ireland? Oh,
If you can now.
Oh, you can.
You can.
you can.
I was pretty much having issues yesterday.
Oh, was it?
He fixed it.
Oh, okay.
Can he only do like plastics
No,
though?
it's resin.
Resin.
Oh,
It's actually better than
Yeah, it's
most
better.
it's better than like the cheap plastic.
It will do details better than a filament.
Yeah.
cool.
Alright.
Mike, where are you?
Scared of her.
18.
No, I mean, where
What?
are you?
Oh, 6.
Yeah.
I'd be next to you.
Ronan. 28.
Yeah, I bet it was 28.
Jesus. 11.
I rolled the one first.
Ghost.
18.
Ronan, you are first.
I will bonus action Hunter's Mark the creature.
Okay.
And
What does this creature look like?
Like,
Place that on it, please.
what is talent? It's like Talon had sex with a dragon. That's what it looks like.
Are the squares on at all, or are they too,
they're baby.
too small?
They're perfect. They're just about perfect for the size of.
Just about perfect.
Yeah.
And then I will fire 2 shots with the pledge bow.
The what?
Wedge bow. Alright.
The bow you got me.
Oh, the one you haven't used yet.
Yeah, this is the first time I'm
Oh,
using
okay.
it. I will let
That's my
2
life for yeah. I
Yeah.
remember.
Go ahead and make your attack roll.
Okay.
It looks like that, but on fire.
We should have taken the entire stash of their armory. Hindsight.
Like what? Put on fire?
I put it in the chat.
9
I tapped
to
on it,
hit.
but then it just went away.
9 does not hit.
Okay, second attack.
Mike. Get the copy of this Warhammer that you showed me from whatever page
Positive
that was,
that
that
hits,
list,
but let me
and then look at the
double
one
check.
you. Like it changed from a D8 to a D6.
18 to hit.
18 absolutely hits.
Okay.
Did it now?
Not that list, the other one. Sorry.
Would we have been from that?
If you guys didn't go into the lake.
We didn't go into the lake, but they're all the way on the opposite side of the
We
lake.
got blasted one way.
Oh, okay. I was like, 'cause we all would have gotten to the lake from the same direction.
Yeah. You guys went
And okay.
So that is 1d plus
back. Ghost, you're up next.
6.
Okay. What changed? From a D8?
The damage.
The extra damage?
Yeah, I thought it said a D8.
There it is.
D6.
Okay, 1d8 plus 5.
I'm just wrong. Okay.
We long rested on our travel back, didn't we? Okay.
Yeah, 66 though.
Yeah.
3 and 3.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
7 points of piercing damage.
Told you guys TPK today.
Well, that dice for 7?
Are you gonna TPK us?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Are we actually fighting you? Like, are you rolling?
No, he
Against
posted
us?
what it was in the chat.
And
Okay.
then I will use my movement to get out of the water.
Okay. A half movement to get out of the water, but
And then
okay.
that's where I can go.
Don't know how well it translates on the map, but that's actually fire that's wreathed around the lake.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, then yeah, I'm getting out of the lake. Yeah.
This is what we're fighting?
Yep.
It looks like
It's on fire.
It looks like a mech.
Yeah.
Why is it a mech?
That's what the creature. I didn't find a picture of that, but made out of fire. Okay. You can find me a picture for that. I'm happy to use it. As you pass through the flames, DJ, you take 4 points of fire damage.
I don't know what it is. A dreadnought? Okay.
You just incurred the nerdiness of both of these two. They're both going to try to find it now.
It's a Fire Lord Dreadnought. Anyway, Ghost.
I can find one of those.
Oh. Nobody wants to get in there, huh? Okay. Yeah, pew!
Alright, that'd be good.
Ooh, nice. 28.
28 absolutely hits. Brendel, you're up next.
What is this?
Good question, I don't know.
So pretty.
I decided to bring this back today for
Click
some
clack. Just a moment.
Clack clack.
I don't suppose
support
it's
your hobbies.
surprised or anything.
It does not appear to be surprised.
Okay, so
This is your turn.
I assume it knows I'm here then.
Shit.
It appears to see you.
Oh, fine.
Yep.
Oh,
I would fully
God.
expect that.
That's fucking horrible.
Math won't pick it up. The sanity test won't help.
But you're there.
8 points of piercing and 1 point of cold.
Alright. So you guys see the bow, or the hand crossbow go off and just, and it strikes it, and a small poof of ice goes off.
Dice hate me. I'll keep you out. And where'd that dice go?
The pretty one.
Yeah,
I threw it in there. I'm sorry.
it's okay.
You can dump it in my tray if you want me to help you look for it.
Yeah, I'll find it. In here somewhere. I just shimmied the fucking thing of it.
Oh man. Are there any more donuts?
Yeah, I took them home.
I have to bring them today.
I could have gotten donuts at Mario's, where I got my euro.
Those donuts were.
I know they were pretty out of donuts. They're having staffing trouble, so they've been closing at like 3 on Saturdays.
Oh, no, well... There ain't no place for me to fucking hide, is there?
There's the trees all around the clearing.
You could hide underwater.
You could try to hide under the water.
No, I'm good.
And, yeah, you're still currently standing in the lake, just so you're aware.
I'll back out of the lake.
Okay, you will have to pass through the fire to do so.
Oh, then I won't do that.
Up
No,
to you.
I'm just gonna stay
So
there.
just the edge of
Actually,
the
I'm
lake and the
behind it.
center are on fire?
Okay.
That's
I'm
half
gonna
movement.
split its turn.
Yeah, the lake is wreathed in fire, and then there's a creature of fire in the center.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Okay.
Does it kind of look like an elemental?
Yeah, sorta.
Sort of, kind of.
Not dissimilar from an elemental.
No, bonus action, dash.
Google like fire
I'm
mech or
mobile. I
something.
ignore difficult terrain.
Oh, you do? Okay, so Ghost almost runs on the water around this creature. Yeah, no, they run, yeah.
And where do you want to get?
I'm just gonna get kind of behind it to split its view.
So what is that? 80 feet?
Yeah.
He probably has plenty of movement.
Yeah, it's 80 if I don't use my
Okay.
feline grace, and then it's a lot more.
20, 25.
Keep me 30 feet away from it,
35.
please.
Okay, so you want to get 30 feet away.
Yes, just move me in an arc.
Okay.
Okay, that's good.
Right there.
Maybe back one.
65.
Jeez, that... Anything else?
No, but I'm good on that.
Brendel.
You have mobile too?
Not alert.
Brendel
Oh, yeah.
is
Oh, I
going
both.
to.
I am a fast.
He's gonna start.
Yeah, that's really. worst every time I do anything. It's either no gas or all gas.
Gonna move over there, and then
Lightfoot.
hey Talon, can you cast Fairy Fire on him?
Oh, sure. I got you, bro.
Okay, thank you.
Don't worry, no problem. Wake up, you coward! Cast fairy fire!
You just see a hand poke out of the leg, do some stuff, and then go back under.
For some weird reason, it's a Velociraptor hand.
I attacked twice.
Go ahead and make your attack roll.
First one to 26.
That hits.
And
Yeah.
I'm gonna add
That's
my
the first one I
psionic
did.
die
Okay.
Looks good.
Because I don't have the actual stuff.
for
My
a
favorite
total
reads are still like
of
Taffy's.
11 damage.
That one.
And second shot.
And my unicorn poop.
I gave her my taffy, and she inked it in sparkly silver. Looks really good.
I haven't done it in a while.
Oh no, it's not silver. It's like chrome.
Oh, 26. Jesus Christ, same number.
I haven't done it in a while.
For
Yeah. Mostly, yeah.
10.
But it's just
Alright, very nice. So, Grendel, you kind of shut yourself quickly to one side.
And pull out your pistol and
Let's use the wind.
And as you do, the purple psionic energy warps itself around one of the bullets and goes flying towards the creature. And you just hear in your head,
I think
Dominated.
between me and her,
Bend
we
it
have
to
all
our
4
will.
seasons.
Great. Okay.
that brings us to the fire giant.
Do that after hugs.
You said it's a fire giant, right? Not.
Yes.
I found a picture. I'm sending it to you right now.
yeah, different picture in the chat.
Good job out nerding Mike and Mark.
It is going to turn to you running and sprint at you.
Okay.
Actually, real quick, how far, Ghost, how far away are you from it?
5, 6, 15, 20, 25.
25.
Grendel, you? And running?
How big?
30 for me, I think. With
10, 15, 20, 25,
30
30,
for Grendel.
35. That'd be
So those two are
35.
the only one in range.
Alright.
As it lets out this huge jet of fire and flies off, some of it comes flying towards you, Ghost. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw. It probably won't matter, but...
Natural 18 plus 9.
Okay, you managed to avoid the effects of the fire then because of evasion. It's gonna go running at you, running.
Oh,
I'm bugging it.
My bear totem spirit.
What did it do?
I've forgotten that this whole
fire at me
time.
or something?
Fire erupted from it in a
For the
radius.
most part, it's
Gotcha.
mainly
as
been like
it
physical
jetted
damage.
towards
Oh,
you,
yeah.
fired,
So essentially, it kind of,
exploded back.
yeah, kind of like Dragon Ball Z, just...
So he's an axe blaster, got it.
Yep. And so it goes flying off towards you, and it is going to try to bash you.
Okay.
Maybe. That would be 24 against your AC.
No, it misses.
I don't believe you.
You shouldn't.
Uncanny, go fuck yourself.
Him.
You take 24 bludgeoning damage and 8 fire damage
What's the total?
as it's 32
Okay.
as it slams into you, and I need you to make a strength saving throw for me.
I see.
Strength?
Yes.
Dirty 20.
30-20. So you are knocked prone.
Okay.
Alright. Then it's going to try to hit you with its own arm.
Okay.
So you are knocked prone or you are not prone?
He is knocked prone.
Okay.
That probably does not hit you. 18 against your AC.
That's not it.
So it tries to slam down at you and just actually manage to throw your shield every time, and it hits it, but while your arm's ringing, you manage to avoid taking the worst of the blow. Skeleton Dever.
So far away.
Well, somebody made him mad.
I wanted to make him mad.
You can do that.
You can make yourself mad.
I can, but the
Use the force, Skelly.
Okay. I'm gonna run 40 feet towards him. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40.
Okay.
How far away?
25 feet from him.
Okay. I'm gonna throw a javelin.
All right, go ahead and make a tackle.
Throw a javelin.
Javelin!
I fucking hate javelins.
Javelin!
Does a 12 hit?
12 does not hit.
Okay, second attack.
Okay, as you throw it, it just goes glancing off the creature's form.
You get her like a
Reckless.
Okay.
I was gonna say.
27.
27 does hit.
Oh, I thought that was a fucking 2. It was a 19.
19.
I was like, oh my god, what the hell?
Yes, I have plus 25 to my attacks.
That'd be nice. Could I do that?
There are some legendary creatures that can do that.
Yeah, can I do that though?
Probably not. Unless you want to be inside of a dragon. Not like that.
My reroll thing.
Oh, yeah, you're
I stopped listening to you. I'm sorry. Yep,
No,
Savage
that's fair. It
Attacker.
was a good time to stop.
Those are pretty. These remind me of.
They're nougat. That's raspberry nougat.
They remind me
Javelin is so 7.
of the holes.
All right. Very nice.
Cream.
Did you rage attack?
I didn't rage because you have to hit with
Oh, you-
melee.
Yeah, sure.
Um,
All right.
cough
Did it
drops.
say melee?
They used to have like creamsicle cough drops.
I don't know if it does or not.
That's what it reminds me of.
Yeah.
Was there anything else?
Hold on. +2 damage with strength weapons. With strength. And then javelin isn't strength, is it?
It is.
Yeah,
Yeah, it is.
Ah, fuck. Oh well.
The javelin and longbows are still strength.
Okay.
That's
Too
true.
late
I don't
now.
think longbows are.
Anything can
think
be
they
used
are.
with strength.
That's actually true.
Anything with finesse can be used with strength.
Yeah, not the light. I
I don't
remember.
think longbows can be used with
The-
strength.
I thought they
No.
could.
They used to be able to.
Oh, that's what I'm thinking.
Longbow used to be a strength weapon. Now it's a finesse. It can be
'Cause
counted as a
I remember
finesse
people were
weapon.
pointing out that barbarians could use longbows.
But
as
there
well.
are longbows that are strength based in D&D.
I should get a fucking longbow for these times that I have to run up to people.
You can do that next time you guys go to town. You have one.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyway,
That's my turn.
Because
'Cause I didn't-
didn't range.
Yeah.
That would work.
Town.
So,
You find
Every
yourself
dice roll
laying
has,
in a deep
but
darkness.
on Kraken,
You don't know how long you've been there.
Raspberry,
It feels like it's been at least several weeks, if not
So I
months.
collected all of them.
You've dropped out of a knowledge of time and place.
Just to have like a cream.
And eventually, as you're
cough
looking
drops and
around, trying to make sense of what's been
That's
going
the
on,
idea. They were so good.
you see a fiery figure
My aunt and uncle.
in the outline of Vulcan standing before you. It just looks up and nods to you as it draws a fiery warhammer from behind its back.
Reggie?
You want this? Prove it.
Reggie?
And I need you to go ahead and roll initiative for me.
Okay.
Oh, you're fighting 2 separate battles here?
Yes.
So,
Nice.
That's gonna get complicated.
Fuck yeah.
It is, but I have it placed in a certain way.
That's
We
fun.
can't see this battle though.
You cannot see this battle.
Oh.
I think I have advantage on. I do.
Good, good.
Better. 18.
18, very nice. Then you go first.
Okay.
I'm just gonna go ahead and do this because it's fine. I'll choose my phone. Hopefully it won't take 30.
I need to take it.
I am going to, at 4th level, create a flame blade in my hand.
Okay.
Match his fiery weapon. And I'll say, I thought you'd never ask.
All right.
And I will run towards him and swipe at him.
Go ahead and make your attack roll.
That would be I believe an 18.
18 hits.
Okay, so that's back to the spell. $46.
Yeah.
So 16 fire damage.
16, very nice.
That's
Let's upgrade into
I
Windows 11.
believe, yeah, I only get one attack with
I knew
it,
it was
so.
gonna happen.
Yes.
It's fine.
Okay.
So as you strike across the chest, you see the flames scattered off, and the embers shift into different hues of blues and greens as the feeling of your past ancestors are with you as you strike with the blade. You feel it echoing through your own blows, and the experiences that didn't belong to just you now echo in your form and in your movements. And you feel the presence of being a warrior spread throughout your body. The figure spins on its heel and strikes back at you with the warhammer. That is 23 against your AC.
Pretty sure that hits.
Probably.
Yeah. I gotta read my stuff again, but I'm pretty sure that hits.
You take 7 points of bludgeoning damage and 3 points of fire damage as it slams into you. That will bring us to Ronan.
Is this thing still towering over me?
Yes, it is.
Are there any features that even remotely look like talent?
The fire is a familiar color.
Well, that could be anything. He's been rainbow over here.
How much damage was that again?
A total of 9. I'm sorry, total 10. 7 bludgeoning, 3 fire.
7 bludgeoning, 3 fire. I am going to, as a reaction, as he hits me with the warhammer, I'm going to cast Absorb Elements, but I'm going to grab the warhammer as it hits me and siphon the fire from it to extend my blade.
We'll get to that. Ronan?
Yeah, this is always how it was going to happen. I'm going to put the pledge bow away.
Okay.
I'm going to stand up.
Half your movement.
And it's still right here in front of me, right?
Yep.
I'm going to
Ghost, you're up next.
set my blade on top of my sword,
Okay.
or on top of my shield. And
Take a guard position.
Yep,
Can I just
take guard position?
What's it gonna be?
I'm going to heal myself for 20 points.
Okay.
Lay on hands.
So,
Already 20 down.
standing up and guarding.
I took
It hit him hard
53 points of damage.
between the explosion of fire and it running into him. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, 20.
It smacked big. It's a big sacky boy.
Thought you had absorb elements.
I do, but I didn't have my shield out.
Oh,
So now I have it out so I can absorb
I
elements.
see.
So Ghost, you watch as much of the worst burns that are covering Ronan slowly knit themselves together and the muscle and sinew begin to form.
Colors your magic.
Anything else?
Like a
Good question.
palish blue. And then...
Paxton colors. Got it.
He's one of them.
Nope, that's it.
All right, Ghost.
I'm gonna take one step forward to get within range.
All right, Grendel, you're next.
Actually, DM, could I have used my whole pool of lay on
Yeah, you
hands?
can use as much as you pull as like.
Okay. Then I am up to 42.
Okay.
Because I'll use my whole 35.
Yeah, it's all just an action to use it. Yeah, it kind of smacked your shit.
Alright.
The fire wasn't the issue. It was definitely the come up and boom! Yeah, that was definitely the issue.
Alright, well, I
You
will.
doing O number 1?
This thing ran up to Ronan, smacked the shit out of him, and Ronan stood up, healed himself from the worst of him.
Alright, I'm shooting. Now that Ronan's in range.
Yeah, the Kleenex, Josh.
20 to hit?
20 does not hit.
That over there.
20, what? 20 does not hit?
20 does not hit.
Oh. What about 21? Because I can't count.
21 just hits.
Okay.
That is the difference.
12 plus 9. I was looking at the wrong crossbow.
Is that glancing then?
Yes.
Okay.
21 is its AC.
Yep. I always love when I give you guys something with high AC and you're like, 20 doesn't hit?
No, I rolled low. Where the fuck is another D4 in this dirty ass? There it is. Usually.
You forgot something. I'm sorry.
Nice.
Is there a bonus action or something you want to do?
Yeah, there was a bonus
You
action.
can take it at the end of Ghost turn if you would like to.
Regular. So what in the down here? That's fine. So that would be 6. 23 points of piercing and 3 points of ice.
Okay, 23 points of piercing, 3 points of ice. Very nice.
Oh hell the fuck no.
All right. Is going to bring us. Oh, I'm sorry. What was your bonus action?
I will cast Shield of Faith on myself.
Okay. So increase your AC by 2.
Yep.
Keep in mind that does take concentration.
Yep.
Okay. Grendel. So you guys see Ronan pull out a piece of parchment that has some holy symbols drawn on it, and a light golden glow emanates from the paper, and then encircles his form.
Do these flames hurt if we run over them?
It appeared to hurt Ronan a little bit. Not bad.
They didn't hurt me at all.
They would have hurt you as you ran over. I apologize, forgot. Took 3 points of fire damage.
Okay.
I'm gonna. How high are they?
About waist height.
I'm gonna try to
Okay, 2.5 feet.
side power leap over them.
Okay. Go ahead and make an athletics check.
Fuck with my theme. Dude.
Natural 20.
That's right. So, Grendel displaying a grace and an elegance you guys have actually rarely seen from him, manages to leap high over the flames, kind of parkour roll into the water.
And then I will go. So it'll be 30 feet total.
Okay, so half to 15 because it's difficult terrain.
Okay. Well, let me hear you see something. So I'm gonna. So 5 feet of my jump is going up. The rest of it, I'm gonna try to jump farther out into the water.
Given that it's a science power leap, I will allow that.
Okay. So it's 12 additional feet to my normal jump. What is that fucking?
I forget. It should say if you like click on movement. I can never remember.
This is going to be so. Because if you could, it'd be really like, super cool.
Let's see.
So it'd be half my strength score plus the number
Allegedly.
plus double the number I rolled.
Just so you know.
Long jump, you can convert a number of feet up to your strength score if you move. If you move at least 10 feet. Yeah, it's only half that distance. So yeah.
So 5 plus. So it's same difference, 15 feet.
Okay. With a shot.
Yeah. And then I will shoot at it with my pistol with disadvantage because it's long range.
Okay.
I'm trying to make myself more room.
Am I taking up too much room?
No, I just don't need 2 dice trays out.
$19 misses.
19 does miss. So you fire off, just trying to focus on it from this distance. You just can't seem to get a clear beat on it.
A dice.
Second shot. 20 misses.
Red something?
Just, yeah, unfortunately, you're just too far away. This creature is just built too sturdily. Okay. You managed to land on it clearly. Anything else?
Nope.
Brings us to it. Having just been stabbed in the back by somebody, it is going to turn around and dash at Sally.
Okay.
Roll a 9, did you make a dexterity saving throw? Actually, Sally, you probably have to make one too.
Oh.
Opportunity attack?
I do get my
You
opportunity.
would get an
attack.
opportunity attack, but go ahead and make that saving throw first.
Okay.
Put it in the dick.
Grab his dick and twist it.
22.
22? Okay.
And I get advantage. Is this an effect?
Yes.
Okay.
And it was going to hit something else, so it'd be an opportunity for my sentinel. Just be one. No, sentinel. No, opportunity because it left.
No,
Oh, here we go.
Well, if you hit and have Sentinel, then you can.
21.
21 is glancing damage, so
I'll
just
take
hits.
it. I'll take it.
19.
19. Okay.
Oh, for my saving throw was 19. Okay.
So you guys both take 7 halved to 3.
I will use my shield to
Absorb elements.
absorb elements.
Okay.
I need to make a contact for my hunter's mark.
Yes. Oh, actually, if Shield of Faith is concentration, 100 mark would drop.
Okay, then fuck it then. I'm keeping shield of faith up.
How many marks concentration?
Yeah,
I believe it is.
it's concentration. But
Actually, yeah, because the bow isn't sentient, so it wouldn't be able to hold it for you. So you wouldn't make a con save for Shield of Faith.
okay.
So we can go ahead and remove Hunter's Mark from the.
Hunter's Mark isn't
Yeah, I was thinking
concentration. No.
I thought it was. I could be wrong.
No, it is. It is.
It is concentration, right?
Yeah, let's see next to it.
Okay. I played myself.
That's where I'm.
I figured you would know.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
If anybody knows Hunter's Mark in this group, it's D.
That's weird. I didn't think it was on the concentration.
Okay. Can we go ahead and remove it from the drain?
My contact for shield of faith was 12.
Okay, you're perfect by that.
Okay.
It was 10 DC.
All right, and then that is 8 points of slashing damage from the Moonblade.
Okay.
Can I burn a charge on this?
For Smite?
No. For
Kicking you in the dick.
one of the charges from the weapon.
Oh, from the weapon, yeah.
Okay.
Because I believe it's just an attack, you get to do that.
Yep.
Should I leave it in the center? Put it on the left.
And did you say you have Sentinel?
Yeah.
Because I believe you could stop it from moving.
If I hit it, so it can't go anywhere.
It's glancing damage, so you did hit it.
Okay, then yeah, I'll
Okay.
use no feet and everything.
All right, go ahead and move it back then.
It just turns around.
So it just farted fire and didn't move.
Oh, but now I'm flanking when I run up to it. Okay.
Indeed.
So then, yes, I will try to learn it. It needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. And what's the DC?
Is it my DC, or is it the weapon?
It should say. Usually, if it's a weapons DC, it'll give you a DC in the description.
It did not give me.
It doesn't seem to matter.
So it would need to. I believe it's a 16.
Well, I rolled a 5.
Okay.
That's why I said I
Then
don't think it matters.
Oh, okay. Well, that's awesome. And then I'm looking to see what its weaknesses are.
Does not appear to have any weaknesses. It is immune to fire.
So no damage immunities.
No,
condition.
it is immune to fire.
Okay, it's immune to fire. I'm immediately granted knowledge of all damage, vulnerabilities, resistances, immunities, or condition immunities.
It is immune to fire.
Okay.
Say it one more time. It'll get through. It'll get through.
The only special thing it has is immune to fire.
Movement would not have been half.
So it could be exhausted and whatnot.
Because you're high enough in the water that you're not swimming.
Oh, that's okay. It wasn't halved. I dashed anyway.
Yeah,
Okay.
Ghost
I
is
am
immune
mobile,
to.
so
Oh, that's right.
as long as I dash, I don't give a shit about difficult terrain.
And that's it.
Okay. As it cannot move, it's gonna turn around and wail on you.
Okay.
It can't reach him.
It-
Yeah, it can. That's Ghost. Okay. My bad. I got the two minis mixed up.
It's 26 against your AC.
Hits.
More than you little specky, bullhead, cunt, skinny,
Take 24
emo
bludgeoning
wanker.
damage. And 4 fire.
Reduce the fire.
Okay. Second attack. No.
I will make a con save for Shield of Faith.
Okay. So, did you reduce fire? That would be, your DC is 12. It's half the damage.
Yep. 16.
16, so Shield of Faith remains up. Alright. That brings us to Skirtiver.
I'm going to run up to it.
Okay.
I would like to rage.
Alright.
Aren't you already ready?
No.
Nope.
And then I'm going to hit it with my great axe.
Go ahead.
And I have advantage because I'm flanking.
Yep.
27 to hit.
27 absolutely hits.
The feat to reroll. Why?
Average
Thank you. I'll remember it someday, guys. I promise. I can't promise that. I just like you. Much better. 15.
Lied to me. 15, not bad at all.
Second attack.
Go ahead.
12 plus 8. Dirty 20.
Does not hit.
Okay.
So yeah, your first attack, you actually wail on it, and you actually see chunks of ember and fire go skidding off as you hit it. Your second attack hits into it, and you just feel something super solid push back against your attack. Talon.
Been waiting for this.
I am going to. So did my absorb elements happen?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I apologize. I forgot to mention. Yeah, so as you reach out, the Warhammer almost appears to dissipate into your hand for a moment, and your blade lets out an increased heat and potensity.
Cool. I will use some of that fire to attempt to summon Saheela to my side with Summon Wildfire Spirit.
Okay.
He needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity. I don't think he's good at those. Not especially good at those. No, that's a 5. You know what? You can go in. Where's the DL at?
Right there.
It was behind the laptop. Couldn't see.
Takes 9 fire damage.
Very nice. So as you focus your energy, there's a bright flash of flame, and for a moment it appears to be just a raging fireball of force, and then it shifts and forms and bends into the form of Saheela, and there's just a bright blast of the saber cat energy as she pounces onto him and just a burn of flame.
As part of that, she's going to make an attack.
All right.
Ooh. No, that doesn't hit.
What'd you get total, just out of curiosity?
8.
Oh, no, that doesn't quite it. Fair. Just want to be sure. You never know. All right. So yeah, she passes on. The figure kind of lets out a burst of flame, and it pushes it up and over, and he managed to avoid taking any part of the damage. He's going to spin around and throw his hands together and send a blast of fire at you, and I need you to make a dex saving throw for me.
Okay. Probably not.
Oh, come on.
The dex?
Yes.
10.
Come on.
10, not quite enough.
DM.
You cannot see her here. Oh shit. I appreciate the thought. So you take 26 points of fire damage.
I will once again use absorb elements.
Okay, so have that damage. All right, Ronan,
On me.
on you.
Did Grendel go?
Brandon,
Oh,
you shot twice and missed.
Okay.
am I gonna get a turn? Thank you.
All right, then yeah, I will take 2 swipes at the giant.
All right.
21. Glancing.
Glancing damage.
I have advantage because I'm flanking.
Yes, you do.
Cool. Oh my gosh. 22.
That'll hit.
All right. I'm gonna burn a second level Divine Smite on my second hit.
There you go.
D8. Ooh. So on the first hit, that is 13 slashing.
13, very nice.
On the second hit with the Divine Smite, 15, 21, 23 points of, or 8 points of slashing, 7, 6, 11, 13 points of radiant damage.
Okay, total 1. Very nice. It is now considered bloody. If a flaming creature can bleed, this is bleeding. Go strip next. Anything else, Ron?
Goddamn right I am.
Nope, I'm staying right there.
All right, Ghost.
Pew pew. Once more into the breach. That fucking hits. Natural 15 plus 19 is 24.
Hey, real quick. Because you have friends in range, do you get your bullshit?
The 5 people who survived, yes.
Does that answer your question?
That's what I like to fucking hear.
Grendel, you're up next.
Let's see. 10. So 26 points of piercing and 3 points of ice.
Very nice. Very good, very good.
Was that off 2 shots?
I don't get 2 shots.
Oh, okay. You said
Not
pew. I thought you got 2. My bad.
Sorry. Pew.
You said you wanted to go see Batman tomorrow.
Grendel.
Did you already?
I haven't gotten the tickets.
Okay, because she wants me to go with her to get a new washing machine tomorrow, and I don't know how long that's going.
Okay.
So probably not.
I can return the tickets up until the time that it starts.
Okay,
So.
I can let you know.
Okay.
I'm gonna move up 15 feet
All right.
and pow pow.
So you guys see Grendel just enthusiastically wading forward in the water, holding his gun out. Well, 3 out of the 4 of you see it.
Miss.
All right. Fortunately, you fire off. You just are not having good luck with this creature.
25.
25 absolutely hits, though.
And side die. Side
Alright.
damage.
DM. Add 7 points back. Creature. Because I forgot 21 is a glancing blow.
You hit 22.
No, I had a 21 and a 22. Like, those are my 2 strikes.
16 damage.
16, very nice. I appreciate the honesty. Alright, so as you guys watch Grendel walk forward, he fires. His first shot goes just a little bit wide. He's really comfortable being in the water. His second shot, as he shoots out, it hits the creature in the shoulder, and from where the bullet impacts, you guys see for just a brief moment, a purple tentacle pops out of the beast's shoulder and wraps around its neck for just the briefest of seconds before it vanishes. Fire Giant Dreadnought. You're just being a pain, and you will not let it go where it wants to go. So it's going to try to open up on you.
I'm not keeping it there.
Yeah, but now you're standing in the way and you're hitting on it.
Okay.
It's 24 against your AC.
That, I'm sure, hits.
Most likely.
Yes.
Take 17 points of bludgeoning damage
Halved.
and 9 fire. So a total of 26, half to 13.
Okay.
I reduce
I
it.
will,
Okay.
and then I will use my Sentinel feat to strike it for striking her.
Yeah, you can do that with Sentinel, can't you?
Yep.
I forgot about that.
Yep.
Reduce that by 6.
How much? So you said 16?
13.
13
So
minus
half,
6.
or 6 to 7.
Okay.
Second attack. 25 against your AC.
That hits.
That is 21 points of bludgeoning. 7 fire. So 28 halved to 14.
I'm going to use my Stone's Endurance.
For you.
Oh,
Over your head.
yeah.
That's it, please.
That brings me to 23.
What did you say the total was?
For that attack, it was a total of 28 halved to 14.
Oh, it's already halved.
Yes.
I'm not going to do that then.
I'm going to burn another second level Divine Smite.
Oh.
Die, clown.
We really got to get some fucking healers in this group.
We do.
Healers that don't have distractions.
Josh, first level Divine Smite is 2, second level's 3.
All the shit you give to Rosie.
I never give him shit about his healing.
I'll take it.
I've never given him shit about his healing. I rely on his healing a lot.
I'm aware.
So that is going to be 9 points of slashing damage,
Very nice.
and then 18 points of radiant damage.
18. So, as you start cutting into its back, just witnessing the flames that you recognize as being what burned down, you can feel the same energy emanating from it. Ronan, how do you want to do this?
I just yell, "We are the Water Wigglers," and stab it in the back.
You feel a twitch coming from kind of the northeast of you.
Wow, where'd that crossbow bolt come from?
My knee! But as you yell out, "We are the Water Wigglers," you just stick your sword into it, and you feel the sword connect with the flame and whatever solid presence is inside it, and you hear the bone snap and start dragging it down the spine. And the flames, and then dissipate and center in the lake. Talon!
You're dead to me.
The 5 is copyrighted, bro. I don't know what you want me to do.
5 is copyright.
Yeah, what is it? The Legend of the 5? It's copyrighted, bro. There's nothing I can do about that.
Nobody saw that fucking movie.
It looked trash.
It looked really bad. Nobody saw whoever made the 5. I'm so sorry.
No, I'm not. Fuck you, man. That movie.
As he blasts me with that cone of fire and I absorb a lot of it again, I'm gonna like reel back and then do the same thing as I cast a 4th level Burning Hands at him.
Very nice. Go ahead. What is it?
Like the fucking ancient one.
Attack roll or save?
I believe it's a dex save.
Dex save? He's not great at those.
I got his lowest.
Another 16 dex save.
Oh.
Well, I rolled a 6, so no.
Oh.
I'm not making any saves today.
I am capped.
Apparently I'm broken.
Takes 6d6 fire damage.
Very nice.
Additional d8 because Sahila's out. .28 fire damage.
28. Very nice.
Then I'm gonna roll for my gauntlet to see if I get the spell slot back.
Okay.
Hey, damn, is the lakes, is like the edge of the lake still on fire?
The edge is no longer on fire, just the center. Anything else?
She's gonna make an attack.
Okay.
I believe it's a 16.
The 16 hits.
Eight. 9 plus 6 is 15.
15. Very nice. As she pounces on it and her flames kind of start to envelop it, you can see the physical form of this being kind of flickering. Still remaining there, but definitely appears to be injured. He kind of spins around and just a huge burst of flames emanate from him, and they're bright blue. You recognize the bright blue shimmering flames of the Solari as they breathe down on it. And you hear the words in your mind. You want to rule? You must be prepared to burn. And the flames crash down on you. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw for me.
I already know. Bonus is natural 18, so 21.
Natural 18, take half damage then.
Okay.
That is 21 halved to 11. At 10, I'm sorry. I can't do math.
I will once again
Absorb
absorb the
element, so
fire.
5. And the form stands before you, and you see it is now embering more than flaming. Actually, so low, I'm just going to say, we don't even have to go through that, so.
Oh my
Alan?
god, Mark.
How do you want to do this?
With the face on it you just had on.
Perfect.
As I absorb almost all of the fire, so it's just like a column that came down on me.
Yeah, it's just like a beam of fire that landed on you.
As I absorb it, I'll say, I might burn, but it's not going to be by you.
As you do, you witness what remains of this creature, and you feel a mixture of pride and intent, energy flow from the creature as it kind of begins to disintegrate and wither into embers that are carried away by a small gust. For the rest of you, you guys witness the small pyre of fire in the middle of the lake suddenly begin to grow a bright blue, and they grow in intensity before suddenly vanish in the center of the lake.
Ronan is wading out into the middle of the lake.
Yeah, I'm going back.
Okay.
Going back.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a step over. I'm like 5 feet away.
Okay, as you guys start wading towards the lake, you can see where you guys lay Talon's body. Oh, he's not dead. Down in the center of the lake, there's a figure laying there.
I reach in and pull it up, whoever the fuck it is, by the collar. Out of the water.
I'd like to go ahead and describe yourself, please.
So as you reach in, the water's still like boiling around him.
Okay.
Still do that.
Yeah, I'm reaching in and pulling him out.
As you do it, still Talon. He still looks the same as far as his clothes, but they almost twinge as if they're on fire, but they're not. Almost like the glamored enchanted leather that you've seen before, but it actually has a heat to it. And his hair has grown out a little longer since the last you've seen him, and at the ends, you know how when burning iron or metal is getting really hot and it turns that bright orangish red, fades off into that at the ends. And he tries to stand up as you pull him out, but he can't. He just falls to his knees on the platform.
Right now you're kind of doing the puppet thing. Like, your legs aren't really working, but you're still being held up.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
A brand new baby deer.
Yeah. Yep. And as he holds his head, he just looks up at you two. Is it over?
I look down at him, and I look back at Ghost, and I look down at him. Oh, is it over? Where's Tamberlane? What the fuck was she doing?
She was standing back on the tree line,
Just watching.
not being a warrior. Didn't really want to get involved with the giant flaming thing.
Oh, okay. So is she still over there on that tree line?
Yes.
Lazy bitch.
I look over at her.
You.
And
You want to let the old lady get involved in the fire?
Yeah,
You want
Grandma.
to kill Granny? You want to kill Talon's grandma? Well, he's this.
That's fine.
hey, Nana!
I mean, what's the difference? You already killed one woman.
I didn't kill the woman.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
No, actually, I wasn't the one that killed the woman. I killed the man.
True.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Ronan Jaboot killed the woman.
I just closed a door.
On his
After
face.
hitting you in the face and then dragging him.
Before hitting him in the face. And I wasn't trying to hurt him.
Guys, nothing happened because we didn't
Allegedly.
do anything.
That, I mean, we
Right.
Oh,
We didn't do anything,
Didn't
right?
get his sea legs first.
Are you guys saying this endgame?
no.
No. But we
I was
didn't
going to say yes.
Talon just, what the fuck happened?
Not yet. We'll let you get like some food in you before we break bad news.
Before you make me throw it up.
It's worth mentioning. Now at this point, you feel a wave of exhaustion as you realize you have not slept properly in several days. You are currently suffering 4 levels of healing.
Oh, that's a lot.
You'll see him again lift his head up and try to speak, and then just pass out.
I will fireman carry him out of the lake then.
So, just so you're aware, until you get a chance to rest properly for a few days, you'll have disadvantage on ability checks. Your speed is halved, disadvantage on attack rolls and saving throws, and your max HP is reduced by half.
Okay.
Just so you're aware.
I knew all of that except for the HP part.
Yep, level 4 exhaustion is nobody's bitch. Not as level 6, but hey. So as you guys are kind of helping carry Talon's body out of the grove, out of the lake, Tamerlane kind of just shakily walks up to where you guys are walking. Is he all right?
You know, Timberlane, normally I could answer that type of question.
Joke.
I don't know.
And as you kind of,
Said a few words, and then he was out.
Can you take it?
as you kind of bring Talon forward a little bit,
A lot of attacks anyway.
as you bring Talon forward a little bit, kind of help her set him underneath a tree. He reaches into her pocket and brings out several different teas and breads that you can tell she's prepared herself. And half encourages you, half forces you to start eating.
Do my best.
Definitely an uncomfortable experience after several days of not actually consuming anything, but you are able to eat. Roll to eat.
No,
Doesn't go well.
no, doesn't go well.
So, getting in this clearing, you guys are, some of you a little bit battered, a little bit bruised. All of you haven't witnessed something very strange. But, more or less, you guys are whole and alive. Looked like you were going to say something.
No, I'm dialed in.
Okay, no, that's fine. Just want to be sure.
We in here. We in here.
As Talon, you kind of slowly see some of the colors start to come to him a little bit more clearly, and he starts to begin the process of recovering from his expedition. See Tamerlane just calmly kind of sit down next to him, place a hand on his shoulder. Oh yes. I'm relieved that the legends were not completely false. Far more relieved that you were.
I don't exactly know what happened, but I know I was trapped in there for a while.
You had quite a lot you had to see.
I'm just shakily drinking tea. Some of it's going everywhere because he can't hardly hold it up.
I will say it did you some good. You certainly appear much. But you have So,
So how long was I gone?
4 days.
I was going to cast lesser restoration on him, but it doesn't. Lesser doesn't affect.
Lesser does not.
I looked that up too.
Yeah,
Greater restoration.
It has to be greater. Yeah.
Well, if you feel up to it, your grandfather gave me something he wanted you and Ronan to have.
Calling the tree line right now because of certain situations.
And what might that be?
He always expressed interest when you were younger in the Light Warrior. Well, aren't exactly many anymore. You are still interested. Thinks you're more than ready to begin taking the journey.
I think so.
Let me see your hand, please.
I'll hold it out, but then I'll say, wait, where is she? And I'll pan around and look for.
Go ahead and make, are you using the pince nez at the moment?
No.
Go ahead and make a perception check for me. This will be relying on hearing then.
Okay. Normally I have advantage, but exhaustion gives me disadvantage. No,
Can you
that's a
remove color?
12.
As you kind of peer your ears around,
Which
you
color?
think you can
All of
kind
it.
of distantly hear her, but you don't.
Which one?
You can't
Right,
pinpoint
right.
location. When the explosion went off, she
African
moved from you.
ninjas.
I am sure she is not very
Okay.
far.
What?
If anything's to happen, it needs to be with her here. It was part of the reason why I could get out.
We'll wait for her to return. And she kind of looks at you, the rest of you guys. So, what is your group's next move?
Ronan, what was our next move?
Wait,
You had like our task list.
what are you gonna do? Are you coming with us? I thought you said you were ready to do something.
She was going to give me something, but I'm waiting for the cat to show up.
All right. So, of course, multiple names. We need to find out who burned the bar. Build bar, find friends. For Ghost and Talon, we need to stop Cassius, slay Queen, get Ghost help. For Grendel, we need to go figure out what happened to Land's body and the Lost Islands. And then for me, it is investigate bar. We checked off decide. We can check off decide. Vulcan, but put in that. Trust it. Void Huntress and rescue the hunter. So for us, it would be get to the Krognak range, look into who burnt down Sally's bar, then head to either Sapphire Shores or to the Broken to see what we can do about Ghost and Shitty Venom, then jettison our way to the Lost Islands to figure out what's going on with Lance body. All while trying not to be captured because, you know, we allegedly killed or, attempted to kill a queen, so.
And allegedly killed the king.
And allegedly killed a king. And allegedly killed this couple.
Again, Kingslayers almost would have been a fitting name for you guys.
It is a fitting name. I mean, yeah, I guess.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Kingslayers allegedly.
It's almost as good as the
Kingslayer
Focus
Anonymous.
group.
Will eventually be the Queenslayers.
Right.
The royalty rippers.
Well. Any idea on how you intend to get to the Krognak range?
Oh, I'm not there. I'm still patrolling the tree line.
Okay.
So it's up to whoever's there to answer.
Oh God, am I there?
Yeah, you're there.
You three
Why
are
would
there,
I be
unless you
there?
guys are doing something else.
I think your shitty venom's top priority, probably.
Is it?
I mean, it's kind of like a magical brain tumor, so yes.
How come his magical brain tumor does?
Jesus Christ.
What?
The word of Bayan, Layan, and the other gods. What do you, is that necessary?
Yes.
Is that how your shitty venom drinks?
All that brain matter that's in there.
So you want to tell Talon or should I?
Oh, I'm gonna tell them. But you can tell them because you're there. I'm patrolling the tree line.
No. We're gonna do this as a family.
There's always room for family.
Not when it comes to the Passons. Actually, that probably was their motto. There's always room for family.
Ew.
Everybody in this at this table has watched Game of Thrones. We haven't talked this much about the fucking Targaryens.
Yeah, we never. Okay, we saw Jon and Danny.
That was
So
an accident.
fucking Jaime and Cersei.
Yeah, that's true. They didn't know at that point.
Jaime and Cersei knew.
But they
Yeah, that's true.
but they ran that from the beginning all the way to the fucking end, okay?
You don't know how long the Baxtons were banging.
They surely weren't shy about that either. First episode, just in
Things
the
you
broken
do
tower.
for love.
Oh my goodness. After several long minutes of running, you patrolling the team line, you guys standing there kind of figuring out what you want to do next. You do hear the skulking form
The what?
of Shadowly start to return to the clearing.
Sahila.
Zahida, I'm sorry. And as she does, she can just hear her prawing softly, barely disturbing the leaves. And when she kind of sniffs the air a little bit, sees where you're laying underneath the tree. Without a word, just kind of slothfully curls up where you're sitting.
I'll lean into Tamerlane when I think nobody's listening. It's not like I have a good sense of perception right now, but so I was gone for 4 days.
Yes.
Nothing happened in those 4 days.
Does time pass differently where I went?
Imagine so. I can't speak from experience personally, but I would imagine quite possible it does, yes.
Because for me, it wasn't 4 days.
Imagine it is not entirely dissimilar to a dream state. We don't need to dream in the same way most people do. But 4 hours of resting in the quarry state for us can several days even.
It was longer than that. I lived every moment of every day for 4 years.
I don't know everything you saw, but I don't imagine most of it was.
Actually, some of it was. The spirits that I'm bound to, I got to know them a little bit better.
Important. Also important, as you delve into your ancestors, you don't lose yourself. You're a good man. Better man than some. Most. Lose sight of that. And I know your father and your mother would be. Your grandfather and I are very.
I'll shakily give her a hug and wait for Sahila to come over so she can...
Oh, so she's next to you.
Okay.
The moment she came back in the clearing, she kind of sniffed the air, found where you were. Beeline for you. Right, everybody else? Go ahead and make a stealth check for me. That quiet, you can keep that conversation.
Ten.
Most of you hear this if you're nearby. You don't. All right. What is everybody else doing?
Like I said, I'm just patrolling the tree line.
Make a perception check. Ghost, Gerdiver, Colonel.
Nice, 18.
18.
We still at the lake, or are we back at the...
You guys are still at the lake.
I mean, town's not in any state to
Travel anywhere, so we
He
might as
can't
well.
move. I mean, he's not completely.
If we get into a fight, he's fucked.
Yeah, so we might as well just let him recuperate.
We're just staring into the water.
We're not in a hurry. And this is a pretty nice spot. It's pretty trees, there's water.
It's pretty trees.
What kind of water is that? Just
After a moment, Ronan, Tamberline waves to you to come over.
I'll make my way over.
Both of you, please hold out your arms.
So,
I will do what I have to do so after he does.
As you do, Tamberline reaches into the pouch that she's been slowly pulling ingredients out of, and you come to realize probably a bag of holding. A lot of shit has come out of this pouch. She reaches in and she pulls out 2 black, what look like bracers. Places one on each of your left wrists. And as you look down, you see that around the wrist there are 9 indentations. About the size of a thumbprint. Each bearing words in Kuwari that you obviously can read. Well, could read. So.
could.
Ronan, I don't believe you speak Kuwari.
I like them all.
I'm sorry?
No.
Not at the moment.
Work with me, please. Alright, hang on, something's being difficult.
I whisper to Talon. After this. Gus.
Well,
Really missed you.
that much, huh?
It was really, really questionable. What happened?
At the lake.
That's my item stuff.
Who has all those items?
They're in the bag of holding.
Okay, so I have
Like
all of
3
them.
bags of holding.
Yeah, oh, wow.
I probably have the dagger. What was it? It was a dagger I took, right?
Took the dagger.
Yes, you took Catherine's carver.
I've got the
Yeah.
the amulet.
So, Ronan?
He took the blade.
Yeah,
right?
you took the
He
blade.
took the blade.
Wasn't there like a great something, a
Yeah.
big weapon?
Yeah,
we
there-
got?
yeah, we got a
Yeah.
great sword, and then we got a tome for him.
A ring.
A ring. Was it a ring or the tome?
I think it was a ring.
Grendel took a tome
Okay,
and a sword.
and a sword.
and a sword.
And she took the great sword. I took the dagger. You took the necklace.
And we have to go to a store to have them all
Either- I
I
identified,
assume he
right?
took the ring too.
Or you can
Yeah.
to them.
Well, yeah, but it was for you, I believe.
Yeah, we got the ring for you.
Oh, we should have taken that bow. Just change the name.
All right, so
Ronan.
Yeah.
Around your bracer, you see these 4 sigils light up and appear in the 9 slots. Alan?
Wait, hold on.
Oh, he's doing a sketch.
Take a
Did you reach into your dagger?
No, I've not
Okay.
yet. You can take a picture. It'll last longer. Or he can send you it.
Kaleidoscope.
Yeah, you continue to draw it. That's cool.
Alright, I'm good.
Wrap it up.
What was the name of the incest family?
The Paxtons.
Paxtons.
They did other things.
Nope. That's it.
Not in our heads.
We saw them do nothing but that.
Not that they're known for by us.
All Skelly knows is that they do adult cuddles with each other and they shouldn't.
Talon, you feel these stools appear in your bracer.
Not half of them.
I'll go do whatever you want with that.
Can you just send me that?
Okay.
Wow. Difficult. Excuse me.
All right.
Water Wiggler doll set, Water Wiggler necklace.
As you guys are kind of examining these, Tamberline
God. Right.
looks up at you both. There are 9 steps to master in order to be recognized as night warriors amongst the Lunari. You must master teamwork, overcome isolation, overcome your fears, your angers, betrayals. You must learn focus. You must learn instinct. You must learn forgiveness and the value of protection. Some of these steps you guys have already been through. The rest may come in time.
Hey.
Fuck off, Ghost.
Cute. Get some best friend bracelets.
I'll get you, cat.
One of these days.
Sorry.
Wasn't me, my symbiote made me say that.
Oh, it's cool. It's cool. Friendship bracelets are in.
Up to you guys what you wish to do at this point.
What time is it?
This time it is in the afternoon.
So you just camp out for the night?
You guys would like to?
Yeah, we'll camp out for the night.
Got any liquor?
Why are you staring at me?
What?
Why are you staring at me? Like I would have liquor.
Because your character's probably the most likely to have liquor.
The one that has any.
You guys are assholes.
Your character's the most likely to have
Keep
liquor.
his flask to himself.
Rude.
How dare you assume I have liquor? And as you guys kind of sit and you start to make camp for the evening,
You have a flask of oil.
Tamberline just kind of keeps speaking to you softly, letting you know what's been going on with the tribe and where they're at.
Okay. That's good, because he would probably be very disoriented after all that time.
After a while, she kind of begins to yawn softly. I am certainly exhausted. And I believe your friends have a conversation they need to have.
We both did the same thing.
Exhausted? Yo, make an insight check.
4.
What?
You get a sense that this is more of her making an excuse so that you guys can have this conversation without her having to yell at you.
Okay. That's acceptable.
I'll allow it.
We both just went exhausted.
Well, she's also been awake for 4 days.
Oh, well.
Okay, that's fair.
Has he been eating or anything, or is he just
Since he's woken up, yes.
Yeah, okay.
Very, very little.
Okay. So, do you want to rest for the night, or do you want to get this out of the way?
But out of the way.
Alan, you know we had this conversation about not lying and hiding things. Right? You remember that conversation we had?
Allegedly.
No,
that
not
happened.
yet.
That one happened.
That actually happened.
That conversation happened.
No, that's not allegedly.
But so did.
Wait, just wait. We'll get there. She's so eager. But
You all seem very conflicted.
Okay, let me ask this.
Allegedly.
Do you want us to tell you what happened while you were gone, or would you like to tell us what happened while you were gone?
Do either, but it was 4 years worth of stuff.
Ghost, we should just tell them. Let's just get this out the way.
Yeah.
So we went to Nyalona
Nyalona, yes.
and to retrieve an amulet that would allow me to, or allow us to plane shift anywhere. Me wanting to go to the Dreaming Dark to save Marcellus, but when we got there, we disguised ourselves as a band, a duck troupe who allowed ducks to perform, and when the ducks performed, they did really well, but we didn't even get that far into it. They let us in, and as we're, getting to this location, as we're in this location, we went into their study. The new owners, the Paxtons. Remember your family telling us about they, kicked the Bronwyn's out, killed the Bronwyns, and now the Paxtons are there by the Grace.
Well, her Grace actually killed the Bronwyns.
The Grace killed the Bronwyns. The Paxtons took over by the hand of the Grace.
The Paxton.
Yes.
So we were doing some investigating.
They're obviously traitors.
The Paxtons,
They're actually directly not.
the siblings,
They're totally traitors.
the rulers, the Paxtons were in one room in a big bed doing what
did you call it?
adult cuddles.
Adult cuddling.
They were doing adult cuddling. They were having sex. There were a lot of ancestry. And one tried to
Brothers and sisters were
Yes.
fucking each other.
Yes. For a while. We were in that study for a while. One of them tried to come in the room. Our strength handler punched him in the face and then closed the door
No, I closed the door.
on the face.
And then I opened it. And I tapped them
She punched
with
him.
my knuckles.
She broke his
My face.
She broke his face.
And we brought him in the room, and then
He said he wanted to question them. What's the big word?
Interrogate.
Interrogate. He wanted to interrogate them.
Right.
So I was just trying to help him make them pliable.
but
And that is where my assistance ended.
then there was a female,
Yes.
Allegedly.
one of the Paxton kids, started running down the hallway. Nobody's faster than Ghost, right?
So I caught her.
He caught her, took her to the ground.
Right.
She
bit me.
She bit him. He was struggling.
So I called for assistance.
I came out, ran up, punted her, and accidentally killed her on contact. We drugged them both into the room. We questioned the male. The male gave it up quicker than most prostitutes on Friday night on payday week. And then we dressed the scene to look like a murder-suicide. And then we went and got the items. And then we left.
Him just taking a drink of the tea. You weren't caught?
No.
Not as far as we know.
We weren't able to use magic.
We covered our tracks best we could.
We couldn't use magic down where the items were due to something. But because Grendel doesn't use magic, but uses his mind, we were able to get the items. And then we left. And we got this shiny ring. And I give him the ring. I just take his hand and put the ring in his hand.
And you just cursed him with a level of exhaustion.
Oh God, he died! Not again!
Whoa.
So yes, that's
Not our finest moment.
not our best moment. Not our we were how I said it, lacking our compass of morale, compass of morale, which is you. And we panicked.
The problem solver.
The logical one. And we panicked. There was a bit of a panic, but we handled it. We took care of it. We dressed it as a murder-suicide. We left. We cleaned up everything. There was no blood. We really took care of this. Do you want to burn the forest down? As I'm saying that, I start taking steps back behind Ghost.
To be fair, they were quite gross people. And as far as I'm concerned, traitors to the Wildwoods.
What it sounds like to me. Sounds like you handled yourselves pretty well.
I tap Ghost on the back of his big ass shoulder. I think he's still down bad right now. This may change in a couple of days.
Do you think he heard us correctly?
I'm not sure. This is down. Look at his hair.
No, I don't remember him having a perm.
No, me either. I mean, it looks amazing. Look at the drip.
I'm in the Goku sweater and sweatshirt.
So you're not upset that we had to kill people?
Oh, I just would have been a little upset if you got caught.
Everybody's facial expression probably changed at that sentence, and I just look at everybody.
You've been through some things, haven't you?
Like I said, it was, well, I thought you couldn't hear me, but I'm pretty sure you could. It was a long time in there.
Do you want to talk about it?
I feel like that would take more time than it's worth telling you about.
Or you want to reach into his bag and pull out a massive thing of a fifth. Or, and I just start switching around.
Well, we have time. Have to rest. You're in no condition to travel. You don't have to tell us everything, but
When you're ready. And I pat him on the back.
Are you familiar with the spirits that I'm bound to?
Rashar. Vulcan. Those are the only two that I am aware of. How many spirits are you bound to? Is there one for each color we've seen? I feel like there's one for each color we've seen. I feel like you've told us that. But
Correct.
you've never told us who they are.
okay. Where is it? Oh, hold on, it's here. Somewhere.
Restricted.
30 feet.
Never mind.
Well, unless you want to know specifics about all of their lives. Which was a lot, by the way.
Here we go.
I'd have to say the most interesting one was my father. Each one of them were for a time night warriors for the Lunari. And during that 4 years, I lived as them, reliving who they were and how they got to that point.
So each year you were different?
Correct.
And well, the only one that I know is Vulcan. He's the red.
There were others. And their lives were interesting. It was It was like, I'm not even sure how to describe it at this point. Maybe just because I'm sleep deprived, but it was almost like being in a prison without being in prison.
Like you had free range, but didn't have control of the free range.
When I pressed for knowledge from the spirits too much is when I lost my grip on being able to leave.
Started asking the right questions, and then they boxed you in. And then they decided to show you instead of tell you. See?
Yes.
How did that make you feel?
Well, during times of joy, joyful. But there were also some not very good times.
Feel like you learned anything?
I feel like I learned a lot.
Can you hear the spirits now?
Yes, actually, I have better connection with them now than I feel like I did before.
Does that explain the new look? Which I'm sure that you can't and see. Your hair is a bit longer, a little bit of a different color. Not a bad look. You look like you've been in the gym, really worked out.
The whole smolder.
Yeah,
I definitely don't feel like it.
Not now.
Because you're exhausted.
A few days though. Probably be back. Me and Celia played fetch. That was awesome. Felt good.
Probably wouldn't know.
Took shifts watching as you burned a hole in the forest. That was also really cool.
I did what?
Well, there was like this radius that is now just burned away in the wildwoods while you were going through the process of this. It was interesting. While Ronan's telling this story, he's just pouring up drinks for everybody. And he will just start handing them out. Also, you were in the middle of this lake, and we put you in the lake because that's what Tamerlane said to do. But then you were encased in this magic box, and then a giant fire creature shot up out of the box, and we fought the fire creature as well. Just so you know.
Whatever the thing's body.
It sucked into itself, it exploded, and then the fire came into itself and disappeared.
Oh. Lame.
So, is that something that you'll...
So it was an elemental?
No,
Cool.
not really.
It was big. It was big.
Solid. Had the face.
It was, you know... Ghost ran on water.
Sorry.
It was...
Exactly ran on water.
I mean, it was impressive. Quickness of it. It's impressive.
Right.
Grendel, jump flew. That was cool. Scales did her thing, which gets super big, and then we chopping it down, and we killed it. Did you feel that? Did that hurt you? And as I asked, I started lifting up his arm, looking for like new scars and shit.
Go ahead and make my medicine check.
18. All right, the dice are with me tonight.
You do not find any new scars.
Okay.
Nor do you find any old ones.
Or re-virginized.
Your body's in great condition, like 0 scars.
Well, I still don't feel like it.
Give it time. Need the rest. Reacquaint yourself with reality.
I feel like I need to go to bed, but
Then do it.
I really want to know more about this thing you had to fight. It sounds pretty similar to something that I witnessed.
It was massive. It
Humanoid?
it hurt
It hurt a lot.
a lot.
You said it was quicker than it looked like it could be.
Oh yes, yes, it was.
Shot fire out of its ass.
Shot fire out of its ass, its mouth, its ribs. It was disgusting.
Did you notice an emblem on it?
Did I notice an emblem on it?
You guys really weren't looking.
Not that I know of. No.
Was it wearing armor?
An armor.
It's more wreathed in fire. Wasn't wearing armor specifically.
Layered in fire. Tons of it.
If the fire could take form, would it look like armor?
Probably.
Probably, yeah. Say so. My connection with the gods are a little shoddy right now. We're on a bit of a delay.
So he hasn't prayed in a few days.
Besides exhausted, how do you feel? Gee, Star Fox.
What are you trying to do? Take me down?
What do you mean specifically?
Yeah, do you like yourself?
Like Talon with all the voices. Do you feel like Talon with all the voices?
I feel a little bit more than just him, but I don't know that that's a bad thing.
Huh? Well, I mean, we're used to being around people with voices in their heads. And
I mainly mean, are you still you?
Much as I can tell.
start waving my hand in front of me.
Oh, I can't see that.
Okay, all right, we're okay then. All right, I think we're good. I see this as an absolute win. I think I would say yes, we're good.
Yes.
All right. As everything starts to kind of calm down a little bit, you guys share a couple more recollections, specifics over the past few days. Ghost hit her in the head. She just wouldn't get knocked out. Things went tits up really fast. You guys kind of come to a rest for the evening and start to pass into the realm of sleep. And that is where we will go ahead and take a break. So, everybody home, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And welcome back. I think you were late.
To be determined.
I played all along, Austin.
The Great Sword. It's not a homebrew item called yet, but you should be able to find it. It's called the Blade of Medusa.
That's definitely cursed.
I'm not attuning to the longsword just because I'm actually full on attunement slots right now. So
Okay.
Blade of Medusa?
Yep.
Yay. Thing. Dagger's very interesting.
And then the ring was what? Whenever you get a chance.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm double checking on the sword.
It is not in there.
That's where it should be, because that's where.
oh, go to
I may have to
here.
mess with it.
I'll search for it.
Okay. You would know that the sword does require attunement.
Mine.
Yes.
Yeah, I figured. That's why I just.
Some swords don't, but that one, if you're going to unlock whatever it does, it does.
Well, longswords aren't really my thing now that I think about
Yeah,
it.
that's fine. It's just.
Did you add this or did it already exist?
It should be pretty
You probably have to turn on your
the
homebrew.
greatsword variant of it. No, it's not homebrew.
Blade,
It's not
Blade
homebrew?
of V Medusa.
Oh,
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I misspeak? I might have.
I think you
said-
just said Blade of Medusa.
I might have. That might be my fault. Yeah, you found Cavity Carver. The clasp is a brooch of shielding,
Ooh, okay.
and then your ring.
You have homebrew
I haven't yet added it,
should.
so it won't be on D&D Beyond.
Okay.
But I wrote it down in my book, so if I don't put it in there like by Wednesday, remind me.
Okay.
It
Where is that?
a ring of plant travel, which allows
And
you
it's
to one
character
time a
and
day
levels.
thank you.
Yeah.
cast teleport via plants.
Yeah, I was looking for it to say edit.
So it's the keyless
Yes.
tree. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you can cast
I
it
have
once per day
homebrew
without
on.
casting without using a spell
Try to
slot.
do it from this
Gotcha.
screen.
It
If you
doesn't
go all
require
the
to,
way to
but
the
it has to be used by a
equipment.
druid.
Gotcha. Has to be used by a druid.
Yes.
Okay.
I think a druid or a ranger.
Okay.
What was it? The brooch of shielding?
Yes.
Blade of no, I can find it.
How do you spell that?
Blade of the.
Brooch.
Is it a critical role item?
Oh, I see it. Bro.
I'm just gonna go turn all this shit on and then search.
Because I can definitely find it.
See, I thought it was a thing.
Yeah, it is.
It might be a critical role item because she had that turned off.
It also might not, it might be a non-core D&D content.
Assuming it's
Yeah.
not gonna be Rick and Morty.
No, it's it might
keep
be
reading
Theros. Or is-
Oh, yeah.
it might be.
Which is non-core.
But yeah, it's Theros. Yeah.
Blade of the Medusa Greatsword.
Yep, there it is.
Hey, you're right. It's cursed.
Yep. I didn't even look at it.
I have a feeling all of those items were cursed.
We found them in a locked dungeon. We had to unlock with blood.
Including the giant orb in the middle.
This is super. Even if it's a green, this is still very rare because there aren't many items that give you resistance to this type of damage.
Not a lot.
Wow. Hold on to that.
It's
Type is it?
it's a better way.
Oh, shit.
There are not too many items that give you resistance to radiant.
Well, we're not going to find out if she's cursed until she rolled the 1.
Oh, with her, that's very plausible.
I didn't actually attune it. I just did the thing where you said we could spend time trying to figure it out.
Oh, I thought you were tuned to it.
Yeah, if you're not actually tuned to it, you don't know about that.
Okay.
I don't have attunement slots.
Oh, then you would just know that it requires attunement before you can actually use it.
No.
Oh, I wouldn't know
You
what
don't
it
know
was.
that. You don't know it's that.
Yeah, it's,
Okay.
Only by tuning do you actually find out about curses. Identify doesn't reveal curses. Basically any of that shit.
Okay.
I don't even think attuning reveals curses until the curse takes effect.
Yeah, no, but usually
It's-
at the point you attune to it,
And-
it's when the curse starts.
In
to-
D&D Beyond, it's kind of dumb that you can't just
I know,
hide
you
that
can't
aspect of
conceal
an
that.
item.
It annoys
Yeah.
me that that's the case.
What you do is you just make a copy of the item and then remove the curse.
Yeah, that
portion.
required more work than I had time to do.
That's true. Well, that's what Griffin Saddlebag does. So if he puts out a cursed item, he'll put out sheets that
Yeah,
aren't
non-cursed.
cursed.
Uh-huh.
So you can give your players until they find out it's cursed.
Yeah. Well, I thought attuning revealed curses, but identify doesn't.
I don't know.
Basically, I think it's like once you attune to it, the curse takes effect.
Yeah, that's
So you as the player kind of have to know what it is.
All right, I've got
But yeah, you are correct that identify does not reveal curses.
where is it? I like to find just a little quiet spot and try with the tube.
Fairly easy to do. Who would you like to scry?
No, the tuning doesn't. You don't. So in general, you don't immediately know that you're cursed until the curse's effects are revealed, or until you try to unattune from the item and can't.
Interesting.
They need a class that gets better the more curses they have on it.
That would be legit. I feel like it'd have to be like a barbarian or something, or an artificer.
I could see a
Blood Hunter.
Blood Hunter.
Oh, that would be.
I'm gonna make this up with this.
Cassandra.
Or an artificer.
I want to know where the
Yeah,
huntress
yeah.
is.
They can have how many attunements?
6 attunements.
The whispers. They're happening.
Until you get two conflicting curses and you just explode.
If you're attuned to a longsword, you die. I'm attuned to a longsword.
And what is the DC on it?
Lap.
You know how
Whatever
curse
your,
it-
it's
you
10 plus
only
your
like to use this
proficiency
weapon. You
plus
have,
your.
you have a disadvantage on others. 2 weapons that do that. You're just fighting.
It's going 2 and 6, about 3 inches long. Expended.
Gonna fight each other to
One-
figure out which
one-
one is to use.
Expended to cast singular use of scrying upon a place where extremely familiar with the DM's discretion when used. Thick white smoke. It doesn't say anything about a DC.
Well, scry, it's
Spell
10
DC.
plus your proficiency plus your modifier.
Which modifier? For me, it would be charisma.
Yeah.
Okay, so 10 plus 15 plus my
Fire is 3.
modifier is yeah, plus 3, so 18.
And plus your proficiency is not 15.
16 then, sorry.
What?
10 plus proficiency. My proficiency is at 3.
Right.
Then
Plus
13.
my charisma modifier is 16. I just said 16 once you said it's not 5.
I misheard you before.
Thick smog billows out of Chloe's golden eye. And as you focus on Cassandra, and you expect to see her appear in the fog, the spell appears to be blocked and does not take effect.
I'll put the 2 away and continue on my day.
Probably the pizza.
All right.
Yeah, sure.
Yep.
Yeah, sure.
Anything anybody else would like to do?
Yeah. Yeah, I've been there. I just fucking did that shit last night.
It's a lot funnier from the episode table.
Welcome to my life.
This isn't so bad.
I know. Pretty good.
Yeah.
Do it.
Brindle, Scudderver,
What are you up to
Ghost,
right now?
Talon.
Hold on.
Are you guys in the camp?
Yeah.
As he wakes up. Okay. He's just gonna make himself some more tea and go sit by the fire and sort of wait for everybody's what they want to do.
Okay, I'm not gonna say get rid of the tiny duck crown.
I'm not getting rid of the tiny duck crown.
Get rid of the ring of protection then.
I'm not getting rid of the ring of protection.
Well,
I'm happy with my attuned items.
okay. You can technically use the great sword. You just don't get any of the benefits of it.
It's just a great sword.
Yeah.
That's it. If they want to do anything,
Take a long rest.
you guys just did.
Okay, cool.
It's also worth mentioning. It is currently the 11th of Undat, which makes it the Day of Sorrow.
I don't know what that means.
Great. You see, as he goes to sit down and whatnot, just rested most of the night, probably longer than he normally does. He's still got the bags under his eyes. He still looks tired, but he's got a little more pep in his step.
Good. That's good.
Make my way.
Make him awake.
Downtown walking. Fuck you guys.
That's not how the song goes.
I was thinking the same thing.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. That is how you guys want to get there.
For the Cyclops?
Would that be hilarious? They get here and we just like go back.
Well, they were traveling through the Cognac range.
To be fair, if we go on foot, we'll probably meet them along the way.
That's what I was thinking.
We're trying to investigate.
Yeah.
Who? Oh, her
My
bar.
bar.
Yes, we should do that.
So we're leaving today.
We can stay another day if you want.
No, that's fine. Bless you.
Bless you.
Salud.
You guys hear that thunder?
Ah, Tarnak and Akbar.
They've arrived, finally.
I hope they are allergic to ducks.
Why would you even say that? Now they're gonna be. Oh, it's a new day, isn't it?
I swear to God, I'm gonna have a fucking portrait commissioned of 2 fucking random Cyclopses. Friendly looking Cyclops.
They can attune them to
No,
the
since
crown.
Ronan just is the only one that used information yesterday, Ronan just picked one.
Okay.
It's easier than going home with
Still innocent.
Aw, I want a new one.
Are you sure you're up for traveling?
Well, I might slow you guys down a little bit, but better than just staying here.
You feel you're ready? Can head out today.
By the way, can you guys maybe describe that thing that you had to fight one last time for me?
Sure, it was like
One quick interjection. Considering the frankly insane pace you guys move at while on horseback, it would take you about 3 days to get to where Galley's bar was in a straight line, considering you have to go over the mountain to be closer to 4. If you guys go straight there from horseback, teleport there, obviously, quite a bit quicker. Alright, continue.
okay. Well, Ronan got a better look at it, at least from the front, but big, fiery. Yeah, it's definitely a humanoid shape, right?
Roughly, it wasn't. It didn't look like a perfect human. It was more or less humanoid, though.
Okay. Arms and legs, or
Yes.
okay.
Sounds like maybe a modified version of what I saw, but I mean, I can't be sure. I racked my brain a little bit before I went to sleep last night, but sounds like it might have been some sort of modified version of a Solari Imperial destroyer.
I don't honestly know what that is.
Okay. Long story.
Have I ever heard of something like that
A
before?
Sid. It's a Sid.
Go ahead and make an Arcana check for me. You know, I mean, you've heard tellings of giant astronauts and things of that nature. The specific creature that appeared is not one you're familiar with.
And what is the significance of that?
I'm just surprised you guys fought one. I only ever saw, well, them in my visions. Never seen one during my time here on the material plane. But they were used in times of war during the Solari Crusade.
Ah. I see. Being only vaguely familiar with that.
Something probably Ronan would be a little more familiar.
Yeah. He was adopted sooner.
He was told more stories before he went to bed.
Yeah.
Just surprised you fought one is all.
That something that we should be concerned about?
It seemed like it was exclusive to whatever event happened. But I can't be sure. It's just... Those were a long time ago. And
Correct me if I'm wrong, but the Solari are gone, right?
not really. As
No.
much as they can be. I mean, you can never fully wipe out a religion.
Right. Yeah. Must have skipped that day. Cool.
Like I said, there was a lot of stuff I learned.
Right. Well, hopefully we don't see any more of those.
Just to make sure that's the first one you've ever fought.
I'm pretty sure I've never seen one of those before.
Okay.
Don't think.
Well, they were all decommissioned and destroyed. Supposedly. Allegedly.
A lot of things happening allegedly lately.
Allegedly.
Land died, and then back to land.
Comes out of nowhere. Allegedly.
I didn't mean to concern you all. I just, like I said, it's something I kind of caught me off guard. I just didn't expect it. I thought about it last night, and I think that's what you saw. I mean, you all said you couldn't see any emblems. All of them were stamped on the head, the helmet portion.
But I was a little more preoccupied with the not getting burned.
Right. Same here.
As you guys are having this conversation, you suddenly hear a scurrying coming from a clearing a little ways from the forest. Sounds like many feet moving.
And many feet?
Many feet.
Does it sound like
Animal pitter-patters, or...
So go ahead and make a perception check for me.
I think I still
God
have
fucking damn it.
I didn't do anything.
natural 20.
You hear what sounds like a pair of 20 webbed toes moving toward you guys.
How many toes do they?
I'm sorry.
Oh my god.
I meant 20 webbed feet.
The single duck.
We have to call them all the web warriors.
Warriors.
It's a total of 40 feet. 20 webbed feet. 20 pairs of webbed feet. There we go.
Okay. 20?
I rolled high.
Clearly. We are right on the edge of a fucking lake.
And in the middle of a forest.
So that means you rolled a lot of dice, too.
Yes.
Okay.
After a few moments, you guys are encircled by 20 ducks, all quacking and honking excitedly.
Hello.
Is Quack Rogers amongst them?
Quack Rogers, Tony Quack, and Bluebell are all amongst them.
Yes.
Bluebell.
That's the one that lights up blue.
Right.
They start, just as you do, they start to quack and honk excitedly in recognition and just in preparation.
See, she's made more friends.
No, at this point, I don't know. So, back to the mountains.
Yes, I would say. Our other friends?
That's what I would like.
Magical.
I can take us there, but might be a little bit further off than we may want. Well, I mean,
What? Do you... What?
Paul gave me this ring. I assumed it was for this purpose.
I don't know what that ring does.
I'll shakily stand up and go over to like the main tree in the encampment, and I'll, with the ring on that finger, I'll trace like an oval on the tree, and a portal will open up.
How big's the portal?
Pretty big, as tall as he could trace it.
Oh, okay. So not big enough to fit a Cyclops through?
No, unfortunately.
Okay.
Like a
It can fit a Goliath.
Oh. That's neat.
I assumed that's what you gave me it.
Right, no, we didn't just start taking things. That's
Make
all.
deception
No,
checks.
Never. We would never just start taking things from the previous quote here. I'm not good at lying. 13.
You need me to make an insight?
13? Your passive insight? Is it higher than that?
Well, yes, but I don't know with disadvantage because it lowers it by 5, right?
Oh, yeah, that's fair. So, yeah, go ahead and make a check then.
See what my passive is.
25, you still get.
Even with -5, it's 13, so.
Yep, so, yeah.
Yep, no, I'm lying. We just saw things and we were just like, yep.
This is mine now.
Yep.
Well, even if it was someone else's, that's pretty cool. Whose was it?
Oh, it was in a case.
Yes, it was in there, the Bronwyn's vault, I want to say.
Now the Paxton. But the
Right, and we made sure to close it so they couldn't get back into it.
See.
They'll never know they're gone.
everything is on.
Well, he'll sort of gesture towards you all, and he'll sort of shakily get out of the way, and
What about my friends?
friends, your duck friends.
The Cyclops.
Um,
Knock and Akbar.
Unfortunately, I can't make a portal big enough for them.
They're on their way here.
They could take refuge here until we get back.
Leave them another note.
Okay.
Now with this ring, we can honestly make the Wild Woods our, like, base.
So are we gonna come back here after that then?
Well, it feels like I can use this only once every 24 hours.
Although that does bring up the point. Where are you opening the portal to? It has to go to another plant, or a large tree.
Right, which I assume there are some in the mountains.
Not in the mountains specifically. There are some in the Kragnock Range. The mountains themselves are actually very scarce, very rare plant life. There are a couple trees, but nothing in the length of what you guys could travel through.
Well, we have to go over it, right?
Depends if you guys want to go to Sally's Bar. Is kind of
So there were no trees at the base of the mountain? We were in
there are a
the
couple at the
forest?
base of the mountain.
Like on the other side is what he means.
There's some over here, and there's a few trees that are large enough that you can teleport to. On the other side of the Kragnock Range. It's up to you guys how you want to do that. That's why I'm asking.
Well, I would do it on the other side if that's where we're trying to go.
The opposite side?
So this side. If that's where we're trying to go.
We're trying to go into the mountains.
Okay.
So,
I think we're going to a bar first, right?
That's what I thought we were doing.
Okay. So you want to go to the base?
I mean, we've never been to
So
an inn,
Sally's
so that's
bar,
probably the closest you've ever been.
was
Yeah.
a little ways up the mountains, right above Kapare here.
Ooh.
Kind of just up here in these mountains, just.
Okay.
Because the Krognak Mountains have this town Yaknak, and her Goliath colony is a little way west of it, east of it.
Then we should
I
come
would
up.
tell you all the options.
I defer to better judgment.
So then,
So I can leave a note here for my friends, and then if we go into the first set of trees, I can leave a note there in case they pass through those trees.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys wanted, alternatively, there's also a large forest on the far side of the Krognak range that you guys could teleport to, and then take that over the mountains. It's up to you how you want to do that.
I think this gives us the better chance of running into them.
That's what I was thinking.
Is that what we want to do?
I vote for that.
yeah, I'll second that.
I will too.
Okay.
What we'll
That's
do
the
then.
majority. Okay. Can I borrow a marker?
This is always good. This is always good.
So as you guys, as Talon completes the spell, and you guys all travel through the trees, it's a very disconcerting feeling of like walking through a door and knowing there should be a building on the other side, but there is no building. Instead, you're in the middle of an open field. As you walk out, you're greeted by a much clearer sky with no visible tree line in the same way. Directly above you, there are leaves on the large oak tree you guys have manifested from. And probably a good quarter day's journey at the pace you guys ride at. You recognize the large inn of Hastings, where you guys previously stayed. A little bit to your guys' north right now.
I couldn't be more glad that we chose to grab that out of the case. The ring.
So it did cut a good 3 days journey or so.
What is the name of my, like, Goliath colony? Do you have a name? Do you want me to come up with a name?
No, I did not invent a name. If you want to give it a name, that's up to you.
Please hold.
But anyway, so as you guys begin,
Unkalaki.
spell that for everybody.
Unkalaki.
K-A-L-I.
Kalaki.
It's all mixing together in my head where you're saying it.
It's almost as ridiculous as your name.
Yeah, I knew exactly. As soon as you said the word, I knew.
It's the name of the race of rock from Stormlight Archive.
Oh.
Which is what the additions I did to my backstory is loosely based on.
Gotcha. But yes, you guys are now standing in the middle of an open field. Flock of ducks around you, quacking excitedly at whatever just went down. They're not sure where they are, but it smells different.
Oh, the ducks came with us.
The ducks go where she goes.
Well, they're gonna have a long way to get back to their home.
They may never make it back. Captain Rogers doesn't care. Because where adventure is called.
Whackton Rogers.
Captain Rogers.
Ducks can fly, they're fine.
All right. Well,
Now what?
scouts lead the way.
Okay, and then I'll start leading them to my colony.
I'm gonna constantly be on the lookout for the Cyclops.
Alright, go ahead and make a perception check.
Just out of strictly curiosity, your clan, what tribe? They're
And
all like you. Like they don't have a fascination with ducks. Like I'm not going to get there and there's going to be like 700 ducks.
Ducks can't live in the mountains.
Okay.
Okay.
Right.
10.
Fascination with.
Oh, yeah. You don't see any cool cyclops.
Okay.
You distantly hear the sound of some giants.
ducks that are with us.
What direction? Towards the mountains?
To the northeast.
Giants?
The ones that were throwing rocks at each other from the previous time? Are they still up there?
They live there.
Oh.
Oh, one of them killed one of another yet?
Okay, it's not like that's all they ever do. It's not their entire life to throw rocks at one another.
Tony!
It's a form of a game they play.
They're just playing catch.
But
They're really bad at
yes,
catching, but they're good
the
at
resident
throwing.
Goliath amongst you would know that yes, there's a giant colony that lives in the northern part of the mountains.
Fuck you, Ezekiel! Fuck you, Tony!
Damn you, Isaac.
I hope you know I'm making an NPC named Isaac.
I will kill it.
I will kill
And I will
this
bring it back in the
flesh.
next one again.
You can try.
Dear. Please met us there. What does that say? It's called Uncle Lucky. Alright.
See you soon.
It's soon.
No, it's
That-
soon.
that's
Oh, I know.
Oh no.
The squiggly lines on the other Goliaths are muscles because we're super strong.
I thought that you guys were just hairy people, but that's not the case with Goliaths.
Yeah, because those are the me's, the people like me.
Me.
Oh, this thing.
This is good. This is high quality.
Are we just pinning this to a tree?
I made 2 copies and I pinned it to a tree before we left where the Lunari camp was, and then I pinned it to a tree when we teleport into the one forest.
Just pinning it to every fucking tree we
Thank you.
Copy
paste, copy paste.
Reward 20 coins.
Oh my god.
Alright. So as you guys travel up, over the next course of a couple hours,
You quickly reach the inn where Hastings is now in view. At this point, it would be about afternoon. It's up to you guys if you want to stop or you want to keep driving.
We want to stop here before we enter this frigid land where our resident speedster will complain most of the time, or do we want to wait?
I already have my like full fur coat gear on and everything.
We haven't even.
Ghost has begun bundling up rapidly.
It's Ghost. We're not even.
Just the
there.
side of the mountains is making him cold.
It's more the emotion attached to it.
It's still pretty warm, Ghost. Are you okay, man?
Fine. My freaking fur.
Do we want to stop or keep going?
2 of the ducks are tied to Ghost calves.
Yes.
Do I know how far of a
There's roping ducks.
how far we are from my colony?
For you alone, given how strong you are and your ability to go over the mountains, it's a good day's travel.
Okay.
Moving with everybody else is closer to 2.
Okay, so we would have to rest before we get there.
I think resting would be good for
We should sleep here.
us and Talon.
Agree.
He's still quite exhausted.
Yeah.
All right then, Hastings it is. And then we will start making our way towards Hastings.
Alright. So you guys head up towards the familiar inn.
Point of letting me cancel.
That is a 3-story tall inn. As you guys actually, I need to check my notes really quick for a moment here. Do-do-do-do.
Diddly 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 dee.
Diddly-diddly-diddly-doo.
Thank you for the food. It was actually well timed.
So, as you guys head up into Hastings a little bit, and you open the door, you immediately hear it just full, bustling, full of life. It is packed absolutely to the gills. You guys recognize the path of many different merchants and travelers and beings of that nature. Quite a few different bards and people who do traveling performances. Half of them look as if they're gearing up for a long journey, another half look as if they've just finished a long journey. And having now traveled through the mountains, you guys get that a little bit more than needed last time you were here. Standing behind the counter, working pretty furiously, getting everybody's orders and everything organized, is Hilda Jiggles, who you guys met last time you were here. And as you guys kind of walk in, eyes light up with a little bit of recognition. Ah, well, it's good to see you all again.
Fantastic to see you too, Hilda.
Glad to see you didn't die.
We tried. We definitely tried.
Although I admit the ducks are new.
These are our friends.
What ducks?
Perception check. Disadvantage.
Well, the first one was pretty good. The second one was bad. 11.
Right then. Well, I assume you will be needing a few rooms then.
Yes, without doubt, yes.
Well, we can certainly accommodate. How many would you like?
How many beds are in each room again?
They can quite comfortably do 3 to a room.
Okay. Then 2 rooms should be fine.
Okay. Are the ducks?
The ducks will be here until Sunday.
Till midnight.
Till midnight.
You realize they're gonna be grabbed up for dinner.
No, they won't.
Not the ones that are
I don't know why you looked at me. I didn't say shit.
Not the ones that are tied to me.
Are you gonna try to jump off one of the buildings and see if you can fly?
Warm-blooded. That's not stopping me. Their insulation. No, I'm not gonna jump off the building.
See if they fly with you. I don't know. Gotta tie about 6 of them to you, maybe. Who knows? Maybe they'll fly in unison with you. It'd be kind of cool.
What's your intelligence, just out of curiosity?
11.
Okay, I'm much smarter than you.
Cool.
Doesn't look like I care. Guess what? I'm not smart enough to know it.
Nobody makes me bleed my own blood. Michelle!
2 rooms is fine.
Alright then. That'll be 4 gold apiece, please. Or 4 gold total, I'm sorry.
Give her 8.
I misspoke.
We should probably stay here a few days before we climb through mountains.
I give her
I
8.
feel like Talon should be the
Gonna smile, see you, box
100%
the-
before we go over the mountains.
Can't have you folks just sitting here starving in my bar, so please have a seat. We'll get you some dinner.
Fantastic.
Probably not roasted duck.
No, I love duck.
Yeah, 4
Here,
ducks.
use the one on my calf.
If you have other ducks, that's okay. But
do
none of
have-
my ducks.
Okay, duly
Thank you.
noted.
You're gonna eat ducks in front of
In
you.
front of ducks.
You're a monster.
Look, if Chewbacca can eat a pork in front of a pork.
That's just sick. Okay. I'll have the head. Have any?
The hen.
It's okay, it's only a cousin to the duck.
Bird.
Not the same.
To you?
Jerry, no!
No, that's my cousin Steve. What are you doing, Steve?
They're like a bathhouse inside of Hastings. Ronan's gonna visit the bathhouse.
There is a split into men and women, but it's kind of a large communal area that's warmed by different stones, and you can actually tell there small heating spells underneath in order to keep the water hot.
Yeah, Ronan's doing that.
Grendel's joining.
And as you guys step down, you hear a small rustle for a second. And as you look over, you can see that there have been 2 new robes and a set of fresh clothes laid out.
Oh, yeah.
Grendel swings around with the gun. He didn't have a gun on him before.
Yo!
Where are we keeping that? Around.
And I will sit there for a second. Hey, Grendel, real quick.
People get these.
When we get to the Lost Islands, are they going to try to keep you there?
Wait, we're not Lost Islands?
Eventually.
Oh. I must have
They
been
wouldn't,
right.
would they?
A little hard to say at the moment. They were willing to let you leave before the wedding. There's kind of been a change in status since then.
Kind of up in the air.
We just need to go kill the queen.
Things were okay before the queen. After the queen? Unknown.
So you're in the same boat as us. Excellent. So do you still feel comfortable going there?
Yeah.
All right.
I know comfortable is the word, but I still have to.
And what happens if there's like something happened up there, like they like force you into shackles or something? Is there something you want us to do? Do you want us to kill them? I'll kill them.
I'd prefer no killing.
Okay. Sure.
Yes.
Okay. So we just let them take you then?
Play it by ear.
All right.
You say this, you just hear softly in your head. It hardly matters. I doubt they could keep us in there very
Uh-huh. You're a shitty minister.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like they're gonna, like, anti-magic field around me.
Yeah, they won't. Wouldn't matter.
Oh, look, Venom and Carnage on the same side of the table.
Oh, don't worry, we'll get to yours.
Yeah, God, you're powerless in this situation.
All right. Whatever you want to do, we'll do. Let you know that. I just want to make sure that when we get here, the Lost Islands, or get there to the Lost Islands, that it's just a smooth investigation of what happened to our friend's body.
I can only hope.
Then Rono just kind of throw his head back and let the relaxation of the
Water is
hot water.
extremely comfortable. It actually helps carry a little bit of stress away. It's been a very fun few days, honestly. Things are kind of shit.
Horrible.
As you guys are relaxing, enjoying the warmth, and letting the grime and muck be washed away, you hear suddenly loud clapping and cheering coming from upstairs. Meanwhile, your duck troop, particularly led by Quacking Rogers and Tony Quack, have begun balancing different beer steins on their heads and marching them around the majority of the dining room as some sort of weird sideshow. You're not exactly sure what Quack Beth is, but this definitely seems to be the opening act. Ghost has just... This is as fun as we go.
I told you they were talented.
Now we smirch Shakespeare.
Everybody else loves the ducks, and Ghost is just like, cut my life into pieces.
Oh, shit. Wait, so are people like tipping the ducks and stuff?
You're not up there.
Are people tipping the ducks and stuff?
Some people appear to be tossing different copper and silver coins to the duck. Not a large payment going to them.
Copper's not real money.
Copper's not real.
Good shit.
what most of the ducks appear to be enjoying putting on a show, as that was essentially the last instruction they received.
There's still 20 of them.
There are still 20 ducks.
I could probably do Macbeth. With 20 ducks, I could probably do Macbeth.
At least Othello.
Oh, well, most surely Othello.
And you just don't want them. to be
Especially
great.
here, I mean, this works perfectly.
I want them to be great, man. The ducks are trying to be great.
Stop stepping on their shine.
They're earning you coin, man. Doing a little sideshow action. That's awesome.
They have done nothing but aspire to achieve every job they've been assigned.
They're also adding to our alibi.
And some of them have even died doing
Are
their
they adding
job.
to our alibi, or are they just furthering the plot that some random people just
First off,
killed 2 nobles in Nynalona with a group of ducks?
well,
I don't know why you guys did that.
I mean, really, if you think about it, think about that story in its totality. Like, you really can only blame the guards on that type of stupidity. Like, a traveling duck.
Yeah, no one's gonna believe that.
Like, come on,
Yeah,
man.
I mean, like, if there were talented enough ducks to put on a show, like, you'd hear about them in some major inn doing some kind of thing where people were definitely tossing out coins.
It's a
like,
total
it would
one-off.
stick out.
Total one-off. Now, if we do this in every city, then it's probably going to be a problem. So we can't do this in every city.
We should find a party exactly like us and gift them this crown.
Yo, that would be sick.
Regularly, your land is showing.
Oh, that's actually hilarious.
We want to get you this crown. The ducks will do sideshow
It's like
performances for you.
the Voldemort in the first Harry Potter movie. I just have a land face in the back of my head.
Some would say it's malignant.
Harry Potter.
Malignant.
Oh my goodness.
Do they have masseuses here?
They absolutely do.
Yeah, I'm
This,
gonna go.
this is essentially a high class inn.
I'm gonna get me and Lance some massages too.
Easily done.
You and who?
Man, or shit, me and Greta some massages.
My brain is just cut open and just massaged.
Meanwhile, Lane is forgetting things he wants to know.
I'll get me and Greta some massages too. Do they do like the hot coals and the cucumber face mask?
There's
all
a
that?
number of different
Yeah,
massages. yes,
I
there are
want the
topicals.
deluxe package.
There's deep tissue.
I want the deluxe package.
They can easily do that.
It's been a long couple days. I want the deluxe package.
For the deep tissue massage, 2 half orcs come out, place you and Grendel down on tables face down.
I want the hot stones. I want the works, man.
They do their job.
Fan-fucking-tastic.
Happy ending optional.
Is there like a front desk or
We
concierge
have a
here?
temporary +2 decks for the next.
Sorry, what?
Is there like I forgot, a front desk or a concierge here?
Yes, Hilda is essentially kind of not as much a country as more manager of the inn.
Okay, I'm gonna find Hilda.
She's still working behind the bar, so she's easily accessible.
Have you heard anybody saying that they saw 2 not Goliaths, what are they, Cyclopses?
I mean, I've had people say all sorts of manner of things. Can't say I've heard a story of 2 Cyclopses, but well, many of the patrons here have all sorts of stories. An idea whereabouts they might be.
They were coming from, where was it?
That's the location.
What was that name? Did we leave them? We left them in Carper. No, we left them at the tower, and we transported from the tower.
No, before that.
What?
No, we traveled away from the tower to the town that we teleported from. There was a.
What was the
that's
town
where
that we
left them.
teleported from? What was the name of that town?
Okay, well, for clarification, the tower is in the southwestern corner of the map.
Oh,
Okay.
The Spire.
Okay.
Oh,
2 very different places, just...
Well, one we're wanted and probably been killed on sight. The other place is, they gave us gold. They took our trade in.
You guys were
Thank
in
you.
Oleum, and you teleported
Okay.
from Regius Hall.
okay. We left them in Regius Hall with a map to meet us in a forest, and we're back from the forest, but they would have had to cross through the Kragnock Range. So pass through here in order to meet us. And I just want to make sure that we can try and find them on their journey and not miss them.
Let's see, if they were coming from the west and heading in this direction, quite a few people that traveled over the mountains might have heard something. Can't say as I've come across them, but I spend most of my days in here, and we don't usually accommodate Cyclopses, so personally I haven't witnessed anything, but definitely feel free to ask some of the patrons. They might have seen something of that nature.
Okay. If we're gone, we're probably going to be here for a couple of days, but if we are gone and they happen to come through, will you give them this note and I'll give her a copy of the note that I taped to the trees?
If I should see them, certainly, dear.
Okay.
Please, anything else I can
Thank
do,
you.
don't be afraid to ask.
I will let you know. Thank you. And I'll give her gold.
We just have no concept of money.
I have no concept of anything.
At this point, I'm pretty sure she thinks chandeliers are money.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
I mean, kind of was.
At this point, me and Grindel will probably be done with our deluxe spa.
Hey, you're done when you decide you're done, and not a moment before.
Grindel, are you good over there?
Did you get a happy ending?
No, I didn't do the happy ending. Not this time. Not this time.
Sounds like Gretel did.
I just said the happy ending was optional. I didn't say it was your option.
Sleeping is happy.
Yes, after probably a good hour or so, Ronan and Grendel come upstairs, both looking significantly relaxed and clean.
I'm in my robe and slippers.
Down, you should try that.
I think I will.
As you guys
I'll
sit at
get
the
the bath
table,
first.
food as well as pipes and tobacco are placed before you guys.
Supposed to be Simba.
I will. Yeah. I will get me a pipe and pack a little tobacco in there, and I'll get to it.
Make a concept.
I'll join.
Natural 20.
You smoke like a pro. You're not sure when the last time you handled the pipe, but it is like a bicycle.
Wow. Only wasted my natural 20 on smoking.
19.
Grendel, you damn near match Ronan's eloquence. There's just a slight poise he holds that suggests an air of sophistication. It's a little frustrating, but you hold your own well
He's
enough.
got the pinky.
He can blow his smoke rings just a little bit better.
When you use psionic powers to make mine better. It's hard to suck on a pipe if you don't have a tongue.
Yeah.
Grindel, I gotta tell you, this is probably the most relaxed I've been in quite some time, my boy. The pipe again.
Grindel sport, I do say. This has got to be the most fine establishment we have ever frequented.
Look over, he's got a monocle.
A monocle and a top hat.
Monocle Ronan.
I do say, Pip.
Yes. And are we in like the comfortable chairs by the fireplace?
If you would like to be.
Damn right.
No.
I am in total relaxation mode at the moment. I feel like we've earned this, Grindel. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Sitting in front of the fireplace, both of you go ahead and make a history check for me real quick.
King the mighty king. Sorry, not liking my head.
19 again.
9.
Grendel, you, looking over the fireplace, see a portrait of, must be a slightly short, elderly figure. Looking at it for a little while. Seems odd. This catches your interest, so you look down at the plaque, and you see a name inscribed beneath it. It says Founder Arlen Goodbarrel.
Wonder if he's still alive.
Pretty old last campaign, but they live a while. So, maybe.
He read that spell.
Oh, yeah.
Good looking fellow.
Yes, I appreciate this man.
Feeling a lot of people have appreciated this man's work throughout their lifetime. Some more directly than others.
Are you guys partaking in any of the
The comforts.
comforts of this beautiful Hilton I mean Hastings.
I'm walking around with a picture of stick figures drawn of the Cyclops, and asking all the patrons if they've seen them.
Make an investigation check.
Ah, damn it. Each day. How many days has it been since we've been playing tonight? 3?
I'm so sorry, since you what?
Since we've been playing tonight. Was it 3 nights? 3
You've
days?
been playing the night.
Playing
through
tonight.
Today.
Like today in real life, how many?
Sorry, yeah, no, a total of 3 days.
3 days. Each time I'm using ceremony for holy water.
Actually, about that, that item is unable to be used to create holy water. It says it under the items only specifically able to use to create the ceremony spell. I didn't realize that until I was looking at it this
What
weekend.
does it say?
Under the item
item.
itself, it should say specifically that it's only be able to use to prevent items from turning undead.
16.
16? After a little while of you asking around,
It says just cast the ceremony spell
yeah, keep reading.
without paying the spell slot or material component cost. Once used, it must be either be reset by current lord or lady of the Lost Isles, or else will be reset at dawn.
Under specifically.
Funeral rite ability from the ceremony spell.
Oh, well, oh shit, I'm deleting all that.
I didn't catch it either. I didn't realize it until I was reading it this weekend, and I was like, wait a minute. Delete.
Okay.
I appreciate the thought. Sorry. After asking around for a little while, you find that there have been numerous stories of a set of Goliaths that are climbing their way over the mountains. I'm sorry, Cyclops, yes.
I'm sorry, I did that to you. I know I did.
It's hardly the first time I've mixed up a couple words in this campaign.
Okay.
So,
The gays we just shared. Good shit.
but yes, you've heard numerous stories of Paracyclopses that appear to be working their way over the mountains from west to east.
Okay.
West to east?
West to east.
Oh, west to east. I said west east. Like,
West to west.
like, what's west east of west east?
Do any of the like?
West of Westeros.
Do any of them
Easteros.
like kind of point, like, what's it?
Westeros.
Imply that the Goliaths are near
Southeasteros.
where we are?
Cyclops
Cyclops
found them at
is.
a number of different places, just due to how long everyone's been since they've seen, or at least heard, of the Cyclops' travel. Best you can tell, they appear to be roughly in the midway point of the mountains.
Okay. So they're up near where that lion shield is.
Thereabouts. Best you can figure, they're kind of not too far from where you guys actually entered the Goblin Caves.
Okay.
Best you can tell, they're somewhere in about here-ish.
So we should run into them.
We just put them right back where we found them.
What a dick.
We could. We're not gonna.
Time for you guys to go home now.
That'd be like the scene from Air Bud. No! You have to stay here! Don't follow me! I couldn't go.
I can't watch everybody anymore, man.
I couldn't go through with that.
Yo, get out of here, you big dumb animal.
Okay. Yeah. So we should run into them.
Quite possibly.
Cool. You're not here.
Ghost got depressed.
You're right. I'm in the corner of a bar just staring at my drink.
I'm pretty sure if one of those Cyclops got her crown, that would be his nemesis.
I don't know what my PPEG is.
He's gonna turn into a were-duck.
No.
Alright. So, while you guys are here, anything else in particular you wish to do? Ghost, you do recognize a number of perhaps less than savory looking figures.
Oh, of course I do. I'm just in the corner, hood up, staring at my drink.
Just pulling the Aragorn right now from the
Yeah, for sure.
That fella's in the corner, doing nothing but staring.
Cyclops are having adventures like Frodo and Sam.
That was on in the gym today.
Lord of the Rings was?
They had it in the cinema, the cardio cinema.
might not be able to carry the ring, Mr. Frodo.
I can't carry it.
Oh man.
Vomit.
What time is it since me and Grino got our
After you guys arrived, got checked in, had dinner, had lunch really. You kind of got everything sorted out. It's getting close to evening. Not late yet, but
I'm gonna do some reading by the fire.
okay. You guys see Grendel pull out a thick tome. Doesn't look entirely familiar to you, but
Ronan is going to pull out his book of poems.
okay.
Just read. Calm himself. It's a good day, Grendel. I gotta say, this is a good day. We got Talon back. We got the ducks. We're all alive. Draco is top notch. Ghost hasn't sulked at all.
Just fuming over in the
The
corner.
last part is incorrect, but it's actually kind of a bonus.
This is, you don't win many days, but today was a win.
All of a sudden, the bomb goes off in the center.
Nothing could go wrong right now.
Arrow flies through the fucking window.
Ah, my knee.
The only thing that pulls its weight around here is like goddamn truck.
As you guys are kind of just take a moment to relax, reminisce. There's a young child that kind of makes his way to your guys' table. You seem just a little bit nervous.
Fucking rain.
I look up and see this tiny child.
Human child?
Yep, young boy, probably about 5 to 7, somewhere in that range.
I look at Grendel.
Light.
Hey there, little boy.
No, we don't have 14.
Can we help you?
He kind of nervously reaches in his pocket and pulls out a small pad of paper. All right. Are you guys the water wigglers?
I'm sorry, what?
My dad said that he heard there was a group of people. He thought maybe you. I'm sorry. Just to slowly walk away.
You did this. She did this.
Are you with us? Are you back with us? Are we all together? No? Okay.
You guys came back.
Okay.
What was the name of...
Well, we're all
the
not
play
next
that
to
we
each other.
did?
I think I'm the only one that's not there.
It was just called the Defense of Evier
Oh,
Hall.
did y'all come down to the...
They didn't, what did they call us in that?
They called you the water wigglers.
Oh.
Yeah,
He told me about the baths and massages, so I went up to do that.
Oh, you're going to do it?
Okay, so everybody but Ronan, we're all together.
Are we?
And Talon.
I meant Talon, not Ronan.
If you wish to utilize it, there is a guide to help you into the bath.
I won't, actually.
Walking with the confidence.
Do it myself.
Walking with the confidence of Daredevil.
He gets in the water and just starts boiling.
That was actually.
It wasn't quite hot enough, but now it is.
Now it's perfect.
The temperature didn't change.
Just sits down.
Is anybody going to embrace this small child, or do we let this ride?
Oh, the child left.
Oh, okay.
Did you shoo the child off?
Wow, what a
No.
dick. Just fucking ignored him.
We kind of have to embrace it. There's literally a play with us in it, and we were called the Water
Wait,
Wigglers.
small boy, return.
What a Pokemon.
Attend to me! Attend to me! He just starts screaming as he gets sucked into a ball. Not again!
Team Rocket's blasting on again.
Yeah, I would try to get the small boy's attention.
Yeah, as you do, kind of nervously looks back at you, and you see him just kind of hiding behind an old man's legs for a second.
I pull out a quill. I just point at the
Sign an
notebook.
autograph.
And it carefully heads back up to you.
What's your name?
Peter.
You, Peter, be great, always. And then I will sign it and then pass the quill over to the rest of the table. with the notebook.
Okay.
I'll take it. And I'll draw a stick figure that's kind of large, 2 much larger stick figures, and then about 10 ducks.
Oh my god.
And then I'll draw the rest of the water wigglers. And I'll write, always make new friends.
Go ahead and make a performance check for
And
me.
there's 0 room on any for us to decide on.
the parchment.
Takes up the
It was a notebook, right?
Yeah, it's a notebook.
Okay, so I just took up a page.
As you finish, one of the ducks picks up the notebook and walks in front of land and puts it down.
In front of land?
I'm sorry, you got me doing that. Sorry, Grendel.
Land just reads it and they get sucked into it.
Freedom! Shit!
Boy, that kid's gonna have a bad time.
I don't know, is that kid bullying anybody or
Would actually
something?
serve land right. You're trapped in a small child.
I'm gonna use 5 of my ducks for advantage.
He's okay with good kids. It's whenever they're
I rolled a dirty 20.
when he just murders them.
So as you start, your hand starts to kind of shake and go askew. You're just not still entirely used to doing this. And miraculously, as that happens, the ducks actually help push the quill into the appropriate position, one after one. And as they manage it, they seem just a little bit exhausted by the task and then flop over a little bit.
Alright, I'll sign my name afterwards.
Okay. Duck picks it up, walks over to Ghost, sets it down.
Write something about speed. Gotta go fast. Be faster than the night.
If you're not first, you're last.
Just gotta fuck this child up.
I'm still wondering what happened to the kid that was in the Galat? Gallat? There was a kid there, or was it?
Oh, the boy prince or the boy king.
No, there's a different one. No, it was the kid that got bullied.
Oh yeah, no, that wasn't in Gallup. That was all the way back down to the tower.
Yeah, that was the
in
tower.
Cumulus Hall.
But I gave him, or Land gave him a dagger.
You guys gave it to the Talon Imposter. And the Talon Imposter then ran into Kazuya.
Surprise, surprise. Ghost, you gonna hold the notebook or?
I'm just fucking staring at it like.
You just stare at it longer.
I'm gonna grab a duck foot, dip it in the ink, and then put it on the paper.
I'm gonna see what he does and do it with the rest of the ducks.
On go something positive. Don't make shitty friends like me. Ghost.
Just right, be the best of someone better.
Dude, Bluebell glows happily.
Do I have to sign this?
Sign it, come on.
You're a child.
You're a hero to him.
You're assuming I like children.
You're a hero to him.
What?
Sign it.
You're assuming I like children.
Even if you don't like them, must you hurt them?
Oh.
Think about the damage that happened to you. Maybe that's why you are the way you are.
Jeez.
What a shitty Venom have to say about this.
I was actually about to make a comment.
Even the
Like I
shitty,
don't even need the one inside my
I know.
brain.
even the shitty Venom.
Jeez, with friends like this, who needs shitty Venom?
Even the shitty Venom, you're like, come on, sign the fucking book for the kid. The kid. He's still innocent.
I will carve my name in a crossbow bolt and give it to him.
You gave him merch? This dude's a fucking legend. That's better than fucking notebook. That's like a kid getting his favorite baseball signed by his favorite player. Next time we see the kid off cat ears, like
You just made a fairy.
Next time we're in a shop, we see sets of like ghost cat ears with matching tails.
Damn you, Isaac!
Ghost walked into the city. Ghost, ghost, ghost.
Isaac is shitty Venom.
It's like that scene in Endgame when Ant-Man and Hulk are in the restaurant.
Yeah, they all ran up to the Hulk. Oh man, it's fine. It's so, it's the end.
Want a picture with me? I'm Ant-Man.
Nah, they totally want a picture. What should I do about this situation, Shitty Venom? Oh, hold on, I'll go find someone to help you.
But Isaac actually watches this fucking podcast.
I'm also, I would have signed for Talon too.
Okay.
You know what you did, Isaac.
I'd have signed for Talon.
Make it look like a blind
No,
guy.
no, there's no way he watches this podcast. He can't find it.
Who is Isaac?
He's the dude at Best Buy. It was not all helpful.
Yeah, so we went to
He was
Best Buy
anti-helpful.
to get him a cooler for his PC the other weekend.
Yeah, because my PC was boiling
And
itself.
we asked this kid that worked there, we're like, hey, can you find this product for us? He goes, yeah, let me go find someone to find it. And he never came back.
Best Buy is just the Walmart of
vanished.
electronics stores. I've worked there. It's not.
And then the guy at the Geek Squad counter was just like, do you need somebody helping you guys? I'm like, yeah, some kid. He goes, what do you look like? I go, kind of tall, skinny. He goes, Isaac. So, yeah. That's the story of Isaac.
Okay.
Anyway.
Makes it sound like it's from the Bible, the story of that.
Oh, there is Isaac.
I know.
That's from Psalms.
Fuck Isaac! Just the very first thing.
Well, I mean, Isaac's story is Jack, but anyway. Yeah, after a few moments, the doc returns with the child. Talon, at this point, your bath massage will be roughly finishing up.
Does he lose a point of exhaustion for that great massage he just received with the stones and all?
Considering I rolled really high, yes, you lose a point of exhaustion.
Okay.
It's like fucking
Two
rivers to
gone.
a monk, huh?
That half-orc bitch is good at her job. I didn't mean that part of it.
It's just a half-orc computer.
Well, that's just so degrading. Why she gotta be a bitch?
Because the
Who she
computer.
is. It's like, hey, computer the bitch. That's what. But yeah, no, after a few moments, Talon reemerges looking significantly more well-rested.
Does he have the robe and the slippers too?
I don't know, do you?
And a monocle.
Yeah, if they provided it, yeah.
They would have provided you this.
When Talon sits down, Talon, I just want to let you know we have like a fan here.
Tired of getting these.
A what?
A fan.
I
Somebody
know
who,
we had fans.
apparently him and his dad saw the play. They recognized us right away.
This was after you guys.
So,
What was that?
we
Nothing.
We signed a notebook for him. Ghost gave him a crossbow bolt with his name in front
Fucking
of
did this. I was by myself in a corner.
it.
Nobody recognized me.
Scales made him some artwork. There's some duck prints. And then I signed for me and you.
Hey, Ghost, your Kazuya is showing.
Fair.
Okay.
Ghost, Scales, I highly recommend the bathhouse, and then hitting the massage table. It is quite wonderful.
Kind of funny how bathroom and bathhouse are completely different.
So as you guys go through, yeah, I mean, yeah, they both have water. Sorry, my brain went to the point we were sponsoring two Czechoslovakian kids. They came over to be part of a. Did I speak too fast?
Yeah, what's
No.
going on?
What?
Yeah, let's just.
There was a point some years ago we were sponsoring two Czech kids as they came over to be part of this local group, and whenever one of them needed to use the restroom, it said bathroom, and they just seemed utterly confused because over there they're two different things.
Oh, okay.
So that's all right on you. Anyway, as you guys kind of relax, and you're discussing everything, Ronan and Grendel, you guys suddenly feel a very strong sense of euphoria come over you.
Oh, we're high.
You're really relaxed.
Oh, we are wet. We did.
You guys feel like you should.
Where's the
Not sure
Texas free?
why right now? You get the really strong urge to ask a question.
you super thirsty?
Are we thirsty? Okay, so it's not ecstasy. Okay.
I was thinking cottonmouth, but okay.
Do I have to fight the urge to ask the question?
You may choose to fight the urge.
I will choose to fight the urge to ask the question.
Hey, wisdom saving throw.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of the question first.
No. 13.
No. Okay.
Ghost, why do you hate people?
I would say yes, Ghost the question.
Oh, okay. Who am I fighting to ask a question?
You don't really know.
Do we know the question?
Question's up to you.
He's trying.
But
Okay.
it can't be towards Ghost.
I mean, it could be towards Ghost.
What is happening?
I know what's happening. Megan knows what's happening because Flitter does not know what's happening.
Okay.
And this is why I didn't go take a bath.
Can I ask Ghost a question?
If you want to.
Yeah, I definitely want to ask Ghost a question then. Ask Ghost a question.
Okay.
Ghost, why do you hate people?
As you ask the question, you hear a soft voice in your ear, which you would recognize as belonging to a loon. The voice just says very softly, full of much torment and pain. Still searching for himself as much as anything else. Coupled with the fact that his mind is sick, I think he's been coping relatively well.
And I'm staring at Ghost while I'm asking this question. His mouth didn't move at all. Like
Ghost's mouth did not move at all.
I will do the slow look towards my left because I believe that's where Talon is sitting.
Talon is sitting there.
And I will look across the table. You guys watch Run and grip the table with both hands.
While he's doing that, I'm first gonna try to ask the question out loud, just because of the state I'm in. I kind of forget that my tongue's not there, and you just hear. Oh. And I mentally ask you, Talon, if you could get your eyes fixed, would you?
No, actually.
As Talon says that,
Okay.
you hear a soft voice in your head, not belonging to Lan. Sounds very old and withered slightly. The voice just whispers, he is at peace with who he is and accepts himself. Cures and repairs do not a man make.
And I'm just staring off, like,
How many?
not even sure.
Do we get to ask multiple questions? Like how often? Like how does this
The
work?
urge appears to leave you.
Okay.
What the fuck is wrong with you? Or well, with you. I didn't hear that conversation.
Now,
You heard me do some weird mouth sounds and it's about
What the fuck is wrong with you two?
what? How publicly are you asking that question?
As publicly as the depth of this table.
As you ask it, you hear a soft bit of laughter, and you see Hilda over to the side. Yeah, that happens sometimes when people smoke it for the first time. It's a pretty amusing effect.
What is it?
I don't think I want to do that.
No, I'm actually really glad that
It's called a spiritu.
opted not to do that.
A spiritu?
A spiritu.
A spiritu.
Yeah, it's a drug. It's a drug derived from a common flower used in holy rituals. Let you bless it, leave it to wither for at least 3 days, and then once it's dehydrated, you can turn it into a fairly strong tobacco powder.
Don't smoke the pipes unless you want to feel really good at asking a question. It's so much confidence.
So you just smoked something. You
Can I
didn't
get another
know what
one?
it was.
Absolutely.
Let me get some more.
Brings up another small batch of powder.
I will pack my pipe and I will smoke.
Okay.
And I will wait till that Philly comes back.
Takes a few minutes. You guys all watch as Ronan is just determinedly smoking on a pipe.
How have you lived this long?
Tails, what are you gonna do to the people when you find them that burn down your bar?
It is called the Queen of the Meadow.
I'm gonna bury their skulls under the earth after bludgeoning them with the remaining piece of my bar.
Oh fuck! I wasn't supposed to answer.
You can answer.
Okay.
As she says that, you hear in her mind. She will do exactly what she feels must be done.
You guys watch
Defendant.
her and jump back to the table.
Ronan is 90% sure he just became a prophet.
No, that's not a terrible. It's not you.
What?
What?
Again, how have you lived this long?
Is Hilda still there?
Hilda's still around. She's not at your table specifically, but she's in the area.
Hilda.
Yes, dear.
Can I buy a bag of that?
No.
Can I buy a bag of that?
No.
Technically, yes.
Then I'll buy a bag. I will pick it up on our way out.
Try to nick that off.
No, he's not actually going.
Sorry, I have to type a response.
Oh my god. Short one fucking ring.
Do what?
Hold on.
And all my donations for
Just
the day.
fell asleep at the table, setting up just exactly like this. He's asleep.
I'm gonna put a pack of Werthers in his pocket.
Don't forget the TV guy.
She brings over kind of a small, decent little satchel of what seems to be the same powder.
How much?
That would be about, it's a pretty decent, let's say 50 gold pieces.
50?
Where have all the drugs gone?
Really?
I had that. I was packing how much? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I buy the bag.
We're gonna go up to his room tonight. He's got seizing on the floor, just asking questions nonstop.
Go ahead and make a note in your inventory. You have a bag full of Spiritu. The bag has
We're on Doom 1, right?
the bag has 8 uses left.
Bag of a spiritual 8 uses.
There you go.
Perfect. This is a small weapon.
Ronan runs into Kazi again. Hang on, I have to smoke something.
Oh no! Bag of. Yup.
All right. Anything else anyone else wants to do before resting for the evening?
Joke's on you, I'm already resting.
All right. As your guys' relaxation carries you softly to a realm of complete and blissful sleep.
When I lay down to go to sleep, I'm gonna pick up each one of the ducks and put them around me on the bed.
Okay. You guys managed to all drift into a sleep for the evening in your rooms. And that is where we will go ahead and call it for the week. So, thank you guys all at home for watching. Hope you guys had fun. We had fun. And we will see you guys next week.